It's time, everybody. Get this started. Continue. And our most recent one is this one. Well, we have not saved very often recently. I gotta save more. Yeah, right, Relentless? We always have to make that joke about poor Nate. Either being lost in the woods, or now he's lost as a spirit in this forest, killing people. Okay, so that's right there, the cabin that we just left. And the woman's in there. We want to go back and get out of here. However, oh, I really don't remember exactly how to get out of here. We're at a fork already. Which way? Where do we go? I guess she's going to come with us. Okay. I think east. We came from the east. Okay. Ah! Uh-oh. Hey, don't yell. Something's coming closer. We need to get out of here fast. Okay, east. I can't tell which way is north based on that map. It always seems like it's... Maybe it's not relative. Maybe up is always north. So if we want to go east, I actually want to go right. I think this would be east. Yeah, I think that's correct. Okay, let's keep going forward. Oh gosh, look at that. Oops, I think I went the wrong way. Another fork? Which way this time? We go south from here. Keep going straight and we'll reach the exit. Oh no. Quiet. This is going to be bad. Oh, but you have to mask in class? That's a good idea. Still, honestly, though, Jada. I'm glad they are still doing that at least. And Platypus, you fell asleep last stream and missed the end of it, but thanks for the recap. Of course, Platypus. Yeah, I always try to do that, especially some people just miss a stream completely. So always good to give some context of where we are. And small Nate, giant spirit, makes sense to me. I know Nate is anything but like a huge giant drill wielding maniac, right? Ooh, pizza's here. I wish I had pizza. I love pizza. So quiet. Something's passing through the bushes right by us. It could be that other guy that we saved. There was somebody that was trying to commit suicide and we kind of talked him out of it. He's moving parallel to us. Is he following us? Even if he is, we have to keep going. Exactly. Stand in one place will just get us killed. Let's go. Keep on moving. Okay, I think we're going the right way. We want to go down. It said to go south. Okay, now I think we're going the right direction. I'm trying not to like spend time looking for stuff because they say we're gonna get killed if we stay in one place. Wait a second. Christy suddenly stops. So this is the news anchor woman that we met before. What's wrong? Someone's coming. Hmm? I'm telling you, someone's coming. Oh, great. Out from the darkness jumps. Hey, it's this guy. He was back at the mansion. I guess he came here with us. And Tajay, you do have pizza? You'd share, but I don't think it'd be good by the time it makes it to Cali. Not a chance. Not a chance. Although, have you guys ever ordered food from like a mail service and they send it in like that styrofoam cooler with like ice packs and stuff? It's kind of cool. And you also have pizza? Does everybody have pizza? Except for me? Try to talk in the people's voice. I do my best, Jada. Although I'm not a voice actor. I don't really do good voices. Show. Or no, it's Shaw, right? I think it was Shaw. Old man. Oh, thank God. I thought you'd been in further. Wait, why are you here? Oh yeah, you guys were gone so long and I got worried, okay? So I psyched myself up and biked over here. This is the guy that was first here in the forest, and he came from here to the mansion, so he knows a little bit about the spirit. Max, I also don't have pizza. Order me pizza, John. Krem, how's it going, Krem? You came in late and you haven't watched the VODs. Can I get a small summary? Krem, of course, it's good to see you, dude. So essentially this game is about these people that get this strange mark on their arm, which essentially means they're cursed, and a spirit is going to get them soon. So to basically get rid of this curse, you have to find the spirit that's attached to you and try to help it move on to the next phase. Now, these are not friendly spirits. You can't just talk to them. You have to learn about the spirit and essentially use items on the spirit to try to like help it move on. So find things that it relates to it, find things that it might be weak against, that sort of thing. It's pretty creepy. I like it so far. So not only are we cursed, but all these people in our group are also cursed. Very clingy ghosts. Seems like you're in real trouble. Good thing I came. You can say that again. Now there's more people to get killed. You should have stayed home. Anyway, we're on our way back. Yeah, now that you just got here, we're leaving. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Shaw glances over at Christy. We'll fill you in later. First, we need to get out of here. Okay, good. We're already back at the entrance. We reach the entrance safe and sound. The creepy murder on the arch is such a familiar sight now. All right, if we made it this far, then we must be... Time to go back to the car. Christy doesn't move. She looks worried, staring off at the forest's entrance. What's wrong? Huh? Oh. I thought something bad was about to happen when I heard that. For a second I thought, was that the game? No, that's Mario. What the heck is going on? Let's see. And is there a name for Max? And you better give me a free subscribe. Oh, Jada, like the free pizza thing. And Shaw is sort of like Sean, but without the N sound at the end. Just like a long, oh, okay, thank you for that. It's like Shaw. Doesn't it look like someone's there? Maybe it's the other guy we saved. She's looking at the picnic table, hiding in the gloom next to the gate. My gaze is drawn over, as if by magnets. Oh no. What is that? Oh no. That's both.
28 stab wounds.
Essentially, that's what he does to people. He stabs them with a drill. That's the guy I think we convinced not to commit suicide on the right. And then to his left, that's the spirit covered in bees. Look at that creepy mouth. No more sound effects. Look at that creepy mouth right underneath. A sad death song for this guy. Looks like they're sharing a beer or something, doesn't it? That's cool. And I'm not entirely sure, but is there like honey coming out of that guy's nipples? I don't know what that is. It's disturbing though. Beelzebub, nice platypus, nice. Creme, I mean, kind of more along like Japanese folklore. A lot of times if you watch like The Grudge or The Ring, it seems like when these people go through terrible situations, when they die, they sort of just haunt an area, and anybody that comes in contact with them can get cursed, essentially. I don't know if this is exactly the same type of thing, but I've seen that in other Japanese media. All right, so what is that? That's so gross. Oh, he's got some nice sandals though. The scene before me is strange. Yeah, that's an understatement. There's a huge misshapen man with bees crawling all over his face. My eyes fixate on his mouth. He looks like he's laughing. My heart thunders painfully when I catch a glimpse of the limp figure sitting beside him. Looks like he broke his neck or something. It's him, that man. Just sharing a beer? He was going to commit suicide. Masao Kimura. That's definitely him. Okay, it is that guy. I thought so. Control those that are different and exercise. So these red things are often hints as to what you need to know to take care of the spirit. Control those that are different and exercise. Not sure what to make of that. We'll have to remember that. That strange voice echoes in my head again. My vision warps. He's dead? Kimura's dead? When? Why is he on that bench? We're being very chill considering there's this huge monster laughing at us. My legs give out, and when I can finally focus enough, I find myself kneeling on the ground. Old man, keep it together. Only 40? Shut up, dude.
Fatality.
Got that right. It's still okay. He hasn't seen us. We have to escape while we can. Christy's completely out of it.
Not like this. Not like this.
Definitely not like this. I'm curious, for whoever's playing those sound effects, I thought I put more of a limit on how quickly they could be done. Are you using the... Obviously, you're not using the chat to do it. I wonder if I have to go in the settings and fix some of those. I try to limit it to like maybe 1 every minute or 2. Let's go. It could be multiple people, that's true, but usually it's not. Usually it's not. We're going to the parking lot, quietly. Shaw, you bring her. Okay, so there is somebody else, not just you, Max. So it probably is using the timer correctly then. You got it. Come on, Mashita, let's go. Mashita? He's gone. Now, also another thing about this game is everybody, once they're cursed, they start to lose their memory fairly quickly. So when we say he's gone, we have to watch out. Sometimes people can just lose themselves and have no idea who they are, what they're doing. So it's even more dangerous. Baby. Huh. I took my eyes off him for 2 seconds, and he's not by the bench anymore. He disappeared. Oh crap, here comes the drill. A machine growls, and the undergrowth near us rustles. That is creepy. Ah, he's right there. Run! Mashita yells, scrambling away. I have no idea who's talking, because it doesn't tell you who's saying what. It just changes the text to the color. A hollow bang rings out from behind me. Who brought a gun? A gunshot? It must be Mashita. Oh, wait, the detective, probably. I had no idea he had a gun. I dive headfirst into the car, slamming my head accidentally into the steering wheel. Oh gosh, there's like bees everywhere, aren't there? Mashita tumbles into the passenger's last seat. You didn't tell me you had a gun. Why would I tell you? No time to talk now. Just hit the gas. I'm trying. The engine won't start, of course. Classic horror rooming or horror car activity. Shit. Old man, what are you doing? Mashita looks through the front windshield at the figure approaching. Hurry up, he's coming. Uh-oh. Shoot it. Shoot the fucking thing. Christy cowers in the back seat. That's nice. Her head in her hands. That's what the spirit's essentially saying to us, right? Please, God. Eek. Something bumps the hood of the car. The whole vehicle rocks violently. But then, it turned on. Thank God. Go! Let's get the hell out of here. Whew. Tires squealing, we race out of the parking lot. That was super close. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Krem, trying to figure out who cursed you as you lose your memory. It's no bueno. And Max, till there's electric screwdriver from the brand Wow Stick, and I don't know what to think about this. Wait, brand Wow Stick. Where did you see that? I don't know what that is. And Relentless. Funnily enough, you've also seen playing a game where there's a guy who lost his memory and he's solving a bunch of murders. You said you just started that Nintendo, was it Famicom Detective? Is that the game? And Platypus. This is like that episode of X-Files where Scully and Mulder get almost eaten alive by a shadow thing in a Jeep. I wonder if I've seen that one. I used to watch X-Files all the time. That was a cool show. And Jada, you might be going out, so I talk to you soon and get back hopefully. Oh, we'll see you soon, Jada. Hopefully we can see you again before we end stream. And Tajay, memory loss is such an easy way to explain early game learning curve when the main character is supposed to just be an expert at a given field. That is very true. They want to make the game more relatable to you, and if it's talking about something you don't have any knowledge on, you know, removing your memory, it's an easy way to do that. You're kind of learning with the character, right? Kind of lazy, but there's a reason why they do it so much. An unspeakable sense of relief fills the car. Thank goodness. If feeling truly alive is a real sensation, then it most definitely feels like this. The greatest irony is that the only time you can truly feel alive is when you have a brush with death. You don't know what you got till it's gone, right? No one speaks for a while. We're all soaking in that feeling. The only noise is that of the bicycle creaking uneasily every time I hit the gas pedal. Still, I glance through the rearview mirror and then at the passenger seat. Both Mashita and Shah are looking out their windows. Was it really okay for you to come here? If Mary finds out, that's right, we are only ever supposed to take one of our buddies on a mission. I think Mary, who's this creepy doll that's kind of helping us out, she said, you shouldn't take more people because it could become a problem. The spirit might become more aggressive or something like that. Maybe that's why we got attacked. And platypus. There were bugs at a logging camp that lived in the dark. All that was left of the people were cocoons. Oh, that's creepy. X-Files was pretty much a horror show, wasn't it? And it was the Famicom Detective Club. You're essentially figuring out who the guy is while also being the detective. And the plot is getting super convoluted. There's like 25 characters, but it's really interesting. Kind of reminds me of Snatcher that we just played Relentless. You're a detective, but you immediately lost your memory, as did your wife, so she couldn't help you out. What? Krem, you think the text color is coded to identify who's talking. Unfortunately, Krem, they didn't go far enough with that. They only identify ourselves and somebody else. The different people all have the same color, so if it doesn't put them on the screen, I have to take a guess as to who's talking, if there's multiple people around us. And Rossbergs, hello beautiful people, how you doing Rossbergs? Not you TurboTax, you are evil. Gosh, I gotta do taxes still. I probably won't do it till the end of this month. And you mean WoW Stick? Kind of sounds sexual. Somebody was looking for electric screwdrivers in one Discord. Oh gosh, Max. Well, whatever your kink is, right? And why didn't they just put the names in the text box? They should have, Krem. I agree. At the very least, give every character a unique color. There aren't a ton of characters so far, so they could have had a different color for every character, I suppose. Just the name WoW Stick. Hey, it's pretty accurate, I would say. Okay, Mary finds out we might be in trouble. We talked about it before I came. Shaw immediately snaps back. I guess he got approval to come. She said it was fine. I get it. Mary must have also guessed that we were in danger. He didn't, help us. So, you gonna explain? Who's this old lady? That's rude. Oh, right. What is she, 24? Old lady? I tell him everything I know so far about Christy Arimura. She offers up some details as well. The moment I mention she's a news anchor, Shaw predictably gets excited. Wait, I've seen you. You're that woman that was in the news. Wow, it's really true. Celebrities are more beautiful in person. See, just give me the names. Just let me know who's talking. I can kind of guess based on the flow of the conversation, but it's tricky. Oh, how kind of you. I'm flattered. She seems to love being complimented. Who doesn't? I mean, honestly, it's often awkward for me, but usually people like it in some sense. But these scars you all have, what were they called? Marks. Thanks. So you all have these marks. What happens when you have one? I bet she has one too. Well, Mashita butts in from the passenger seat. You die within a few days' time, suffering from something like amnesia. You zone out and your brain takes a vacation. It all happened to me. Shaw scoffs. You talk like it's someone else's problem. It is, actually. The Mashita, his mark is gone. We actually solved it last chapter. Shaw, Mashita didn't mean it like that. You can only be blunt when discussing this. Doesn't look like Shaw will buy that excuse, though. Guess it really is not your problem. After all, you don't have a mark anymore. Yep. Huh? What's he talking about? Oh, well, you see, Mashita has already lost Hanahiko's mark. He's free now. So once you figure out and take care of the spirit that's haunted you, you're good to go. But our creepy doll told us that they should leave and not come back to the mansion after they've been cursed of the cured of the curse. However, the detective stuck around to help us, which is kind of strange. So there's no good reason for him to be here with us, but... You're putting yourself in danger for the truth? I can't believe it. You're like a saint. Christie's exaggerated compliment is drowned out by Mashita's sardonic laugh. It's nothing that noble, but thanks to that I've learned the thing I most wanted to know. And what's that? When and how people get the mark. The first time I was oblivious, but now we're getting some good backstory. and Max, John, you need to compliment your green mod here. Well, let me catch up on chat. Sometimes when reading all this, you get lost. And Relentless, there's 11 chapters in the game. You're at chapter 6. You're about halfway through, and you're super invested in the story. That's great. Sounds like it's got a good plot there. And Rosberg's, you have translated visual novels to your language before, and this is giving you flashbacks. Oh, about remembering who's saying who, Rosberg's. And you've played the game where a character is called Old Man because he was like 1 year older than her. I mean, that's pretty common, I think, in a lot of like anime and like Japanese things, is they just super exaggerate things about people to the point where it's almost an insult and they just run with it. There you go, Max. Relentless is a very good person. I chose them as I don't like compliments. Relentless, you hear something? I know Relentless doesn't like compliments, but Relentless totally deserves all of them. Relentless is awesome. It's almost like people are saying something, but I don't see it. You just see the names pop up Relentless, and there's like no text. And Rosberg's, just imagine, John Cadia, in your language, every noun has a gender, so you really need to know what who the frick is talking. It's like Spanish or Italian, Rosberg's. I know, like, you put it like an A if it's feminine, or O for masculine. Yes, that's wild. It's such an interesting way of doing it. Time to cancel the language. That's all we can do, Max. Okay, so he's describing how he knows how people get cursed. The first time I was oblivious, but this time I was aware of it. Mashita, you don't mean... He gives me his usual crooked grin and shows me his wrist. Sure enough, his skin is blemished by a scar that looks like the spirit's bite mark. Wait, he got cursed again? Is it anytime you get close to one of these spirits, you get re-cursed? Shaw cries out, a look of horror on his face. Come on, no way. Did you seriously do that? And give it up already. It's someone else's problem, right? So just shut it. See, I couldn't tell who was really talking in that. I feel your pain, Rosbergs. Mashita, could I say something? What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. You never told me you had a gun. Oh, that. He laughs scornfully and shoves a paper bag into my hands. I open the bag and find a revolver-style handgun at the bottom. If you want it, take it. That's not why I... Mashita keeps on talking without stopping to hear what I have to say. It's loaded with 5 bullets. You can hang on to it. But promise me. Promise you what? Don't use it on anything other than a spirit. Not that there's any proof it'll work on them. Of course. Have any experience with guns? See, that's... Why did you give us a gun? We may have never even shot a gun. It's probably safer with you. There's no way I would. To be fair, I don't really know. But at the very least, right now I'm not getting the feeling that I can handle a gun. We wouldn't even know if we have experience because of our amnesia. Oh. Only use it under extreme stress. With no experience, you won't hit your mark. Well, whatever. If I'm there, just leave the shooting to me. You can face the spirit some other way. Yeah, that's how it was at H Elementary too. That's where we took care of the first spirit. And for God's sake, keep it hidden. Gun possession gets you 3 years penal labor. Wait. Creepy. 3 years penal labor. Is that, like, is this Japan? Do you get in trouble for even owning a gun? I don't know gun laws in Japan. I get hit with 1 to 10 myself just for giving it to you. And shooting a single bullet would get you more than 3 years, if not a life sentence. So you're telling me not to use it? No, I'm telling you that if it's restricted that badly by the law, it's got that kind of power. Yeah, don't play with guns, kids. They are very dangerous. Let's see, in Relentless, we have 1 pronoun for people and 1 for everything else, but we usually just say it. Oh, that's in Finnish? Oh, that's interesting. You can usually just call people it and it's fine, which you can't do that in English, that's for sure. Let's shoot some ghosts. There's salt bullets. Hey, that might help, Krem. That's right, it depends though. Salt actually helped us against the last spirit because it was kind of plant-based, and salt will kill plants, but I don't know about this bees thing. What kills bees? That's some kind of poison. Relentless, you can hang on to my gun if you know what I mean. Oh, Kill Bill movies. Well, yeah, some people do put salt into a shotgun, so it's not like lethal damage necessarily. If you're close, it'll still be lethal, but it hurts like a son of a pure iron rounds. Oof. And gun laws in Japan are very strict. That makes sense. And that's probably pretty accurate for the time this game was made. And there is a law banning firearms unless you use them for hunting. Oh, interesting. And it also limits swords as well. I don't think we have anything like that in America. I have a lot of friends that have swords, usually just for decoration, of course. And in Japan, gun laws are very strict. You know, for example, you can't show them, must be stored under lock, and bullets stored in a different lockbox. Dang. Now, that makes a lot of sense, especially keeping it from kids and things like that, but that almost makes a gun completely useless in like a very fast, dangerous situation in your home, like a home invasion kind of thing. Unless you have like a safe room that has these locks. And guns are dangerous, and you should take the time to learn to use them properly before handling. That being said, guns are also a lot of fun. That is true, Tajay. I've never taken any gun classes, but I've had friends take me out shooting and stuff. And I've gotten to try a few handguns and rifles, and of course, always being very careful and listening to their instruction. And shooting is super fun. It can be dangerous, of course, but like, you know, you go to a safe place and people that understand how to use it, it is really neat to do some target practice. And you tried shooting a BB gun once. It was fun because of my crooked eyes. You can't hit a target even from up close. Oh no, platypus, that's no bueno. And Relentless. In Finnish, you have han, which is, I probably destroyed that, the pronoun for people, and se, which means it, and is used for everything else. But people usually just call people it unless it's a formal setting. Like, if I was looking for something, you want to say, does she know where it is? You would say, does it know where it is? That's cool that it's, I mean, so generic that it's easy to use, and it's not offensive. And there are guns' purposes purely hunting and competition shooting, you would say. Now, I mean, of course, home defense can be important to have something like that as well, especially if you're not physically, you know, strong enough to handle an intruder, of course, that hopefully doesn't have a gun. But it's also kind of a very gray area, you know? You can get in trouble for shooting somebody, even if they've broken into your home, depending on where you're at. Okay, well, we got the handgun. Jeez, the mark's color grows more vivid. A few hours left until death closes in. So this happened last time. We're close to our death, but if we take care of a spirit, we actually buy ourselves more time. Let's see what the creepy doll has to say. Yeah, platypus, all I need for home defense are these fists. But all you really need is a baseball bat. Unless they have a gun. Then your baseball bat is not going to be enough. Or at least, that's like taking a sword to a gunfight. Now, honestly, a lot of times you don't use the gun in home defense. If you just have like a shotgun and you cock it, that's enough to get the people, intruders, to run away, essentially. They're going to be gone as soon as they hear you even have a weapon. Okay, welcome back, Lord Cadia, Lord Mashita. And you as well, Lord Shah. It appears that the woman with you is also a mark bearer. Ah, she knew that. Nice, Relentless. It's a random one, but I like it. That is true. Most people are not great shots. Unless you have a shotgun, in which case you don't have to be a good shot. You just have to aim it in the general direction, and you're going to do some damage. We introduce Christy, and then Mary proceeds to fill her in on everything. The mark after your life, memory loss, and spirits who curse them into the living. Christy accepts her new reality sparingly quickly. Actually, I don't own any guns. I wouldn't mind owning a gun. Andy's against guns. But we do want to get, they have this type of gun one of my friends told me about. It looks like a handgun, but it shoots pepper spray pellets, essentially. So it's non-lethal, but it will wreck you. So like from a distance, you could be blasting. Even if you don't hit somebody, you just shoot something in your wall, it's going to make that entire room uninhabitable and drop the guy. So I think we might get something like that. So I guess it's only natural after what she saw in the forest. I then update Mary on what we found. Essentially paintball with pepper spray. Yeah, very much, but like much smaller than a paintball gun. At least like a high, capacity paintball gun. Max, let's do a group effort and rob John's house. We'll just tell him we're borrowing. We're just borrowing. Careful, I do have other weapons that are not a gun. And John Cadia decided to ignore aggression and go all the way to biological warfare, essentially, right? Except non-lethal. Non-lethal. I see. What a close call for you. I hear relief in her voice. But why did she let Shaw go? Yeah, that goes against the rules she said earlier. If you must know, after you left, Lord Shaw insisted on traveling to the forest as well. Her eyes flick over to Shaw. I wonder if we took Shaw, if the other guy would have insisted to go. Like hell I was going to let a couple strangers decide if I live or die. Shaw puffed out his chest. It was quite the issue. A selfish attitude like that could get all of the mark bearers killed. My guess is that she did not say you can go. I normally would have refused. Did something happen? No. I admit I had a foreboding feeling. I sensed danger was closing in on you, Lord Cadia. So he went, an emergency measure. Lord Shaw, please know that I will not allow such a thing a second time. Her cool voice is icier than usual. How could she stop it? I don't know what she can do. Shaw's so self-centered, I wonder if she's actually getting through to him at all. Now, from what you have told me, you are positive that it was Shimmy O who gave Lord Shaw his mark. Yeah, that ugly monster is definitely the huge man I saw at that time. The fact that I have the mark now too proves it. So yeah, it seems just coming into close vicinity of these spirits will give you this death mark. Krem, I'm in with robbing John's house. I want all those controllers. I just imagine seeing you guys doing a group effort, hauling out my pinball machine as I'm blasting you with pepper spray. And John soon has a controller for every month's giveaway. I could actually do probably a few years of a once a month giveaway of controllers, Max. It might not be a useful controller. You might get like, I don't know, a Dreamcast controller or a Sega Saturn controller. You don't have the console. And Tashi, I'd rather take a bullet. But as long as it's like non-lethal, I mean, it's terrible. You're going to be in misery. That's good to, decommission the guy for a little bit and call the cops. And you'd break in just to say hi to the dogs. Well, that doesn't require a break-in, Platypus. Just a nice knock on the door. Maybe a message on Discord that you're coming would be good. But no, don't come to my house. Don't ever raid or just randomly show up to any streamer, YouTube, any online personality's house. That's definitely not cool. And you just noticed the elbows? Japan is going too far with this whole doll thing. It's a little creepy, Rosbergs. It's a little creepy. And you can keep the controllers. My horde is keyboard. What keyboard did you have again, John? Mine is a... maybe I shouldn't say this. It's a Corsair K70, and the switches are MX Silent, which is great for streaming. It doesn't make a whole lot of noise, but it still feels nice. Okay, Mashita rubs at his wrist, smirking. So, what exactly are you planning? Don't tell me you're seriously thinking of fighting that thing. We have to. There's no way you'd win. You're completely mad if you think you can. She's right. A certain someone's awesome bullets didn't even scratch it. We need a tank or something to beat that thing. The room falls silent. Everyone's thinking. I'm sure all of us are thinking about what we saw back at the forest. That was really creepy. Blues are very nice, Max, but I like them for typing. They're the best for typing if you're writing a report or chatting with somebody. But for playing games, and especially if you have multiple keyboards in the same room, no. I don't like blues for that. Just too loud. There's no way we can do anything about a monster like that. We have to leave it to the police. What are they gonna do? You honestly believe they'll do something? Go and make a suicide pact with that naive thinking, but leave me out of it. What? How dare you? Yo, boss. All this high and mighty talk coming from you. That mean you've got an idea how to beat it? I assume the same way we took care of the first one. How the hell would I know that? But I'm willing to risk my life to find one. His shout is hoarse. He's probably uneasy. Yeah, what do you want to do, right? Let's just wait for death? That seems silly. You like the tippy tappies? And if it's just you, that makes sense. But when I play games, I don't like to hear the clicking over the sounds of the game. Now, if you're always wearing headphones, it would be less of a problem. But I also have some like computer speakers I prefer to use if I'm not streaming, in which case I don't want to hear that clicky-clacky. And Rosbergs, you have a couple of Corsairs, but your drug is duckies. Sadly, in Europe, there are way less available interesting keyboards. Or you buy them, but it's like super expensive because of import taxes, right? Christy shivers. Shaw just glares at Mashita. An awkward silence falls again. We're wasting time. We've got to do something, but... Oh! Do I take charge? Do we turn to Mary or do I stay quiet? I think we turn to Mary. Let's see what she has to say. There's nothing I can do but rely on a doll. Have clicky cacklers when you're in a room full of people. Like, I just imagine at my work, if all the people in cubicles all got blue keys at the same time, oh, there would be so much noise pollution. It'd be hard to think. I glance over at Mary. May I interject? Please do. We're not coming up with any ideas. Sounds like she read my mind. We only have a limited amount of time until dawn, when the spirit vanishes. Do what you can before then. It would be wise to gather information on Shimio. You say that, but no way we can find a needle in a haystack. We gotta have a clue first. Then, why don't we check out the bee farm that's north of H Shrine? My reports say several people have seen Shimio there. Hardly anyone goes there now, even the weird events in the forest. Why is a bee farm up there? A cult called Honey Bee Family used to live on that land. No one's there anymore, though. How come? They committed mass suicide. Oh, great. That sounds wonderful. A mass suicide in the woods. I've heard about that somewhere. I mean, we were just in Suicide Forest, right? Oh, dang, Arbo. I don't even think I've seen that enemy yet. I did see a massive bear, like, trying to climb a tree once, and I did not mess with him. Mashita might have mentioned something similar before we entered the forest. Yeah, a bee cult? Sounds like something Nate would do. Isn't that essentially Nate's stream? I know most of his emotes are like bee related, right? We got the start of the bee cult. Just don't drink the Kool-Aid. The tabloids and gossip shows ate it up 5 years ago? Oh, I get it. The tabloids and gossip shows ate it up 5 years ago. They never revealed the details though, so public doesn't know. Oh yeah, I remember that. But my club took all my time back then, so I don't know much. You seem to know quite a bit about the forest, Christy Arimura. Read up on it to find a primo spot? Don't be an ass. I was put in charge of the report, so I did my research. Honeybee family was very insular and secretive. I heard the mass suicide end was all members following their leader. New channels chalked it up to their discontent with modern society. What happened to the leader? Rumors say it was also suicide. Though, I saw an old picture of him and he was a huge, obese man. Hence the guy with the drill? Same guy? Suddenly, everyone is holding their breath. And creme people in my room? Couldn't be me. I'm an introvert. I probably have kind of a rare setup, but oftentimes when I'm playing games with Andy, if it's a PC game, the desk that I'm at right now, I actually put another wireless keyboard right next to me, and she uses my extra monitor, and we play games side by side, which is super nice. Bees are very important for our ecology, Rosbergs. That is true. Without bees, I think we'd die out pretty quickly, or start struggling very quickly. No doubt we're picturing the same thing. The monster at the forest entrance. Dead guys come back to life? Isn't that just what a spirit is? We want to go to a place with a zombie? That's totally insane. It's just like the rumors say, that forest is cursed. There's no way I could. Just standing there, the voices of the suicide victims surrounding me. Shut the hell up, hag. I'm getting flashbacks of Sanitarium. That like Olmec, like ancient god, that the way he talked to women. Hag. No more words out of those lip flaps. Dude, this kid is rude. But now it's not only the forest that's cursed. I failed to kill myself, and now I'm at this mansion. I'm cursed too. Elegant Frost, how's it going, Elegant? You were planting some flowers and things for bees and butterflies this year. Oh, that's so cool, Frost. Andy, she would never do that. She hates bees. Bees are super important, but like she's just terrified of them. She would never plant something with the sole reason of bringing around bees. But that's really cool. Nice, Frost. I like that. And so are all of you. Her mutters have a dark edge. If Shimi-O is somehow connected to the honeybee family, then the key to destroying his grudge is going to be there. Oh, right. What are you gonna do, old lady? You still want to die? I'm considering it. But I'll help you guys while I settle on my decision. I'll pass on the monster fighting, so she's gonna stay here. Wow, you'll help? I'm shocked. If you leave your mark alone, you won't need to hike back out there. Well, I hate owing strangers, especially pushy guys like you. Gosh, everybody, we're just falling apart here. She seems grateful that we saved her. There's no reason to refuse her help. We need as much as we can get. And bees terrify you too, but you think it'll be worth it? You found out the big male carpenter bees don't have stingers, so you're less afraid of them now. Oh, that's really cool. I had no idea. Nice. Let's see. And there have been many weird cults this past century. You mean in real life, Platypus? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, there was a big mass suicide cult in the 70s, Rosbergs. I remember something about that too. Okay. The night is drawing to a close. The key to escaping the mark does seem to lie in the forest. Lady Christie said Shimi-O was often seen near the bee farm. It may hold a connection to him. Good luck. All right, we got our mission. Perfect, Relentless. And cults are often a very common theme with the games we stream, as you can see with that quote. Yep, Frost, same thing that my wife does, 100%. But wasps and, what are they called, yellow jackets? They're terrible. They're terrible creatures. They're just jerks. They'll sting you just because they can. Okay, let's check our bag. What do we have? We have the handgun, 5 shots, broken crowbar, a sprayer. We got some honeybee family notes, baseball bat, and 1 baseball. Okay, do we want to talk right now? Before we head out?
そうですね。
If Shimio is somehow connected to this honeybee family group, you may find the key to ending the grudge at their bee farm. Do take care. I'd like to confirm one thing before that, Mary. Mashita speaks up suddenly. I had no idea that was Mashita speaking. When I stayed here earlier, you told me the truth you're seeking can be found here. I really doubt this, but did you know the honeybee family had something to do with these marks? His voice shakes slightly with anger, but it doesn't faze Mary a bit. I do not have such power. I simply sensed that your fate was entwined with Lord Cadius. I do not know what truth you are seeking, Lord Mashita, but if you remain near Lord Cadia, I predict you will find it. More adult bull. Mashita clicks his tongue. But he isn't scowling anymore, so his curiosity must be satisfied. What do they have to do with anything? I just owe them. That's all. Mashita falls silent, saying nothing more. I guess he doesn't want to tell me. And Frost F wasps, so they keep building nests on your porch, and you have to work up the nerve to spray them at night. Oh, that's terrifying, Frost. You know, it's funny. I guess that they're easier to take out at night because they're all nesting. For me, my problem is at night. We don't have bees, we don't have wasps, but we have a lot of spiders. And spiders are great. They take care of other insects and bugs and stuff like that. However, they like to hang out near our trash cans because there's flies and stuff. So obviously they want to put webs all over it to catch the flies. So on Thursday nights or Thursdays when I have to take out the trash, I always try to do it during the daytime. Because if I go to the side yard, open up the gate, and take the trash cans out, spiders come out in droves at night. They're usually pretty quiet and hidden during the day, so I'm a lot safer. Sometimes I don't see them. I'm just trying to do it as quickly as possible, and it's dark. So I take the trash cans out there. Sometimes if I do it at night, I'll notice I'll have a couple bites or something on my fingers, and I didn't even notice. Like, I just kind of get bit, and then later on in the day, I'm like, where the hell did this bite come from? I just have a big red mark on my middle finger or something like that. These dang spiders. Got to be careful, though. It could be something bad. Like if it was a brown recluse, that would be terrible. Tajay, I think you need to burn down your house. There's two places. There's the trash cans, and also on our main yard where our grass is, our dogs, go there to do their business and stuff. Every time the dogs run out, I put some solar lights that have motion detectors, so when we let the dogs out and they run out there, the solar lights come on. At night, when the lights come on, what does that bring about? Mosquitoes and different insects that enjoy the light. If there's flying insects, that's going to bring the spiders. So if I check out those solar lights during the evening, huge spiders everywhere. During the day, not so bad, but big ones at night. I don't know. It's gotten to the point where I should probably put traps out for the spiders or something. There might be too many. And platypus, you hate spiders, but don't kill them because they are important for killing mosquitoes, which you hate much more. That is true. That is true. Yeah, essentially the Batman signal for spiders. Essentially, yeah. Okay, so which partner do we want to take, guys? I don't think we could take Christy. She was saying she wasn't going to leave. I prefer Mashita. I have a feeling Shaw's just going to come regardless of what I do. Maybe we should take Satoru. I don't know. This guy's a loaded gun, and he knows how to shoot a gun. I don't know if we'll need it, but why would they give us a gun if we're not going to need it? I think we should take Satoru. Oh, we're already partnered with him. Okay, perfect. So I think we're ready to leave. Let's go to that new place. Oh, wait, before we do that, we should save. 100%. There we go. But that is how Andy feels. When she sees those spiders everywhere, she's definitely like, can we just like move? They don't come in the house very often though. Thank goodness. That happens from time to time, but they usually stay outside. Oh, so they're on the list. You can take them, Jumi? She just won't fight. Okay, that makes sense. So she'll come, she just won't really help all that much. But her knowledge of the area could be useful, so. And Platypus, your cat just came in from playing in the snow and got his face all dirty. He knows he's not supposed to be out there, but he loves it anyway. Oh, that's so cute. Our dogs have only seen the snow once or twice, but they really enjoyed it, especially Gus. All right, we're going to the forest. I like that there's not like a ton of places I can go. The scope of the game is very focused, which I like. We come to the forest entrance once again. Looks like he's gone. I look at the old picnic table. What was Shimmy-O doing back then? Making a corpse sit next to him. It's like Weekend at Bernie's. It's almost like he was having a picnic. Did he just want a friend? What are you talking about? Nothing. Sorry, just talking to myself. Don't worry about it. Let's go. We haven't learned anything about him yet. I tried changing the subject, but I still can't stop staring at the picnic table. That was super creepy. Okay, I'm trying to remember the controls. Left stick lets me look around. It's a wooden trash container. I don't think it's been used in a long time. There's no garbage littered around either. He shakes the snow off his paws just like humans do. Oh, that's so cute. Let's see, let's check out the trash can. I feel around inside the container. My fingers hit something hard. We got an empty bottle. Nice, we needed that before when we got salt and water. I wonder what we're going to need this one for. There's something else too. I pick it up. It's a crumpled piece of paper. With leave family fun play cat liquid got on sticky. Bees gather over and over. Game interrupted. That's all it says. Is this a diary draft or something? That didn't make any sense. We got the honeybee family draft. Maybe we'll find more to help us fill that out. I don't know. Jazz pause. Oh, Tajay, now I want to play Zelda again. Speaking of Zelda, there's a new game coming out, probably on everything, I think next week, called Tunic? I think it's called Tunic. Have you guys seen anything about this game? It has a really cool, like, isometric Zelda type of style to it. It looks, I think it's going to get really good reviews. I'm very interested in it. I'll see how reviews turn out, but definitely on my radar. Okay, I think we're done with that. Anything else to look at here? It's the bench of the table the man was sitting at. Seems something's on it. I shine the flashlight on it and it sparkles gold. Honey? It's a glass container with a metal lid. Oh. Grab it. I carefully pick it up off the bench. Got a bottle of honey. There we go. Huh. That was on the bench? Maybe it's a gift. No, it's probably more like he just forgot it. We're getting some nice local honey from our best friend, Creepy Drill Spirit. Just then, I see something lying on the table itself. It's the cap from a soft drink. The inside of it is still wet. Okay, that wasn't a beer they were sharing. It was some Cokes or something. I don't see the bottle itself anywhere. Interesting. And of course, this sign up here talks about welcome to the lush and romantic wood timberland, but it says murder if you look at the letters that are highlighted. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And that reminded you there's going to be a Klonoa recompilation for the new consoles, and you need that so much. Rosbergs, I remember renting the first Klonoa game, I think it was the first one, on the PlayStation. That was a really good game. And Frost, you played the demo for Tunic? It was a bit on the Soulsy side of things, which wasn't for you. Oh, that makes sense. Kind of like Hollow Knight or something, where it's like a lot of just being difficult with dodging and memorizing, and then if you get killed, you lose a lot of progress. Yeah, those games are definitely not for everyone. There we go. It's like, how do I move forward? Forgot for a second. I probably need to check everything out again in case something changed. It's a grave marker to honor suicide victims. I searched the grave marker, but nothing's unusual other than the graffiti. Alright, let's keep on moving. And it's so sad for a game that looked for children, and you're still pissed wanting the second one to be Klonoa's Vengeance. I didn't know the game was sad. I think I just rented it and played it a bit. I definitely didn't finish it. Oh, you actually enjoyed Hollow Knight until the post-game stuff that was for superhumans, which I think that's okay for sure. It can suck when a game doesn't have any more accessible thing like we talked about at length yesterday, but I like it when the extra modes are really difficult for those hardcore players. Then there's that creepy handprint we saw earlier. Let's keep on moving. What does the sign say? Another grave marker. The letters are blurry. It just looks like a stain. And then the entrance to a beast trail. What is a beast trail? We searched the grave marker, but nothing unusual. Okay, so we got 2 different ways to go. I'm going to keep going forward just to see. Okay, we saw this thing before. I think this is a dead end. Oh yeah, that's true, Elegant. Especially because with the new version coming out, a lot of people will play it that have never played it before. Okay, let's cut through the bushes and go to the beast trail. Yeah, kind of like I played Crash Bandicoot for the first time when I did the remaster. Let's go north. I thought they said it was on the north side. I don't remember exactly. Oh no, that's not good. The buzzing of bees fills the area. Looks like there's another giant beehive here. It probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. I take out the sprayer and hold it in one hand. I should be able to use it to spray drugs. Spray the drugs! Where's the beehive? Oh, up here. There it is. It's a giant beehive. I have no idea how far the sprayer can reach, but the hive's not too high up. I should be able to reach it. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it, Tajay? I love the graphical style. If it's on Xbox only, if you haven't done that like $1 trial, Tajay, to Xbox Game Pass, you might be able to do that and then download the game on PC or even stream it to like any device and try it that way. And sleep time for the insomnia to set in. Oh, Krem, you gonna go to bed soon, dude? Thank you so much for hanging out. Great to see you again. So the hive's not too high up. I should be able to reach it. That's good. So we want to do tool, sprayer. I already have the sprayer out. Now I need to choose which drug to spray. Wait, what drugs do I have? So we have this bottle of honey. I don't think I have any drugs. Do I? We have an empty bottle. I guess we need to fill this thing with drugs, don't we? Yeah, so we need a bottle of medicine first. So we can't actually do this yet. Okay, let's back out of here. I think we have to go backwards. So they had demos during those Steam Next Fest events. Sometimes those are time-exclusive demos, though. That's a bummer. I wish those would, like, continue on beyond that point. I'm not sure why you want to have a demo timed, unless you're still actively working on the game, I suppose, to the point where the demo would be a bad reflection of what the final game is. Then I could see you wanting to take it down. Oh, I see, Krim. It is time for sleep, but will you be sleeping? Probably not. The area by the Torii Gate is full of bees. Oh crap, before long, a swarm descends on us. Run away! We leave the gate as if being driven away. Okay, now let's try going... We're facing that way. I guess we need to go right? Is that right? Yeah, I want to go down. Where am I going to find medicine? Maybe there's medicine in here. I didn't get a chance to fully explore this shack. Anything else going on here? I don't think so. All right, let's go in the cabin. Yeah, Tajay, my my Steam wishlist is huge. I think I have about 100 games on there. Maybe a bit more. Okay. Oh yeah, this looks like there might be medicine right here. something in my throat. The cabinet is packed full of bottles. Everything's coated in a thin layer of dust. Most of the containers are empty, but not all of them. Everything's coated with a thin layer of dust. Oh, saying the same thing. Feel. There we go. I search through all the containers and gather the ones that still have something in them. Oh, that's right. Night-night. We got some night-night. I forgot about that. That's what's going to put the bees to sleep. And then there's this note here. And your wish list is over 200 games, but you use it as a watch list. Kind of the same elegance. And usually I'll wait for a game to go on a really deep discount. Unless it's like, I just got to play this game right now. Because, I don't know. It seems like if you wait a little bit longer, in 3 months, it'll be like another 10% off and then another 10% off that. They usually bottom out around 50 to 75% off in the sales. Once it hits that, if I'm interested in the game, I'll probably pick it up. And easily 100 of those aren't even out. Oh, dang. Yes, I don't quite do that. That's really cool. Sometimes if I hear about a game, I'll try to add it, but often I forget. And I only put it on when it's on like the Steam front page or something. It's an old notebook. The cover says Honeybee Family Notes. I think we already looked at this before. Let's double check. I opened the notebook, but most of the pages have been ripped out. Doubt it has anything useful. I think we already... The hell was that knock? Are we going to acknowledge that knock? It's a wooden accessory case. This exquisitely crafted case with jewelry inside looks out of place sitting in this cottage. Oops, press that again. Feel it. What's in here? I open it. There are carefully preserved torn notebook pages inside, probably from the book we just tried to read. Is a holy journey performed in a quiet place. In the area past the meeting place, there is a clue about how to get to paradise. The Eastern Thicket, often, we got the Honey Family Bee Notes 3. So as we collect all these, eventually we can maybe put them all together and have a full story. There's some other bottle down here. It looks like maybe a mouse chewed a hole in this plastic container. It's unusable. Okay, I think we're done in here. I'm scared to turn around. Something was just knocking. Oh, it might have been just me opening something up, Elegant. That makes sense. And you're picky about putting stuff in your wish list, Tajay. It has to be something you 100% want to buy. Otherwise, you don't bother. Because I know it'll just sit there and never get purchased anyways. Yeah, I do have a lot of those that have been there for years. Max, I love it. I love to see that. And you know what's really interesting is it really seems that Putin kind of saw how divided the world was, how divided the U.S. was, and they thought, this is the time to do this. Nobody's going to do anything. They're all bickering and fighting with each other. He had the opposite effect. You can see all the countries coming together and working together to put all these sanctions and different things in place to the point where he's like, well, crap. And that probably also told China, hey, back off of Taiwan because now's not the time to do this. Okay, let's back out of here. But it sounds like things are getting pretty bad. I mean, not that it wasn't bad already in Ukraine, but for Kyiv specifically, they're getting surrounded more and shelled a lot more. So, gosh, you just hope people can get out of there in time and that they defend it really well with as minimal casualties as possible. Okay, so we want to go up, right? I think this is where I got blocked. Yeah, they're pretty much just kind of shooting indiscriminately, it looks like, Max. Okay, we still got the beehive here. So we got to do something about it. We take out the sprayer. And now I can use the night-night and actually take it down. And honestly, Elegant, a lot of my games are from bundles. If I see a bundle that, like, is pretty close to the price the game is on sale, but I got a few extra ones as well, I'll probably pick it up. But I don't redeem all the games, that's for sure. I try to only put games on my Steam library that I am actually interested in. Whether I'll ever actually play it, who knows, but I don't just put random games on there that I have. And you even sorted your wish list in categories and have a separate Google sheet for games you were unsure about but don't want to forget. Oh, that's awesome. You're really good at keeping track of all that. Okay, so now we want to check our bag. Oops. No, wait. I want to go here. Look at this first. So we have no idea how far the sprayer can reach, but the hive's not too high up. We should be able to reach it. Okay, and then we want to... Oops, wrong button. Tool. And we want to use some of this night-night, which has a short range, but that should be okay. I take out the night-night and put it in the sprayer. I take careful aim and spray the drug. Come on, come on, come on. The bee's movements get slower. Eventually, the hive falls completely silent. We used up 1 bottle of night-night. Hopefully it lasts, as long as we need to be in the forest. I've silenced every hive in this area. Now we can pass through. Creme, we all need some night-night, right? Especially when you got insomnia. And elegant. Usually the giveaways are games you don't plan to play from bundles. A lot of mine are also like duplicates. Like if I already own a game, that's a perfect game to have for a giveaway. And Max, you also heard Russia has a lot of losses, and they're even bringing in antique biplanes into this? What the heck? Like things in a museum. We need it. We destroyed all our other planes. And you're confident that Ukraine will stand even if there's a lot of damage and loss. I kind of think what might happen, Max, is Ukraine may fall. Like they may essentially have not given up, but places will be taken control and occupied. But Ukraine is huge. Like there's no way that Russia has enough forces to completely occupy and control Ukraine. There's going to be constant fighting. It's not going to end. They may take the capital in some things. Heck, they might even take Zelensky. But it's not going to end. It's going to keep on going. And Russia is putting so much into this. They're just going to go broke and not even be able to handle anything by the end of this whole thing. Looks like you took care of them. Let's keep going. All right, now we can go forward. Yes, Frost. Max was just talking about that. That's crazy. Because they're losing access to business software, and that will destroy their economy. And Tajay, Putin is an idiot anyways. Man decided to attack older, colder Russia in winter, and I was wondering why it's getting wrecked by grandmas. Some of those stories are so heartwarming. It sucks that they're in that situation. But just to see everybody coming together and fighting and things like that is so great. Yeah, I mean, and I'm more thinking of like for people that I know in Russia, like I don't blame you for going to piracy at all. That's kind of how I feel about emulated games. If I want to play a game, but there's no way I can legitimately buy it and play it on modern hardware, then I'm going to download it. Like, what are you going to do? But if you give me a way to pay the developer and actually play it, sure. Could I buy a game used on a console and set it up? Yeah. Is it going to cost 10 times as much? Yes. Is it going to help the developer or the publisher? No. So it doesn't really help anybody besides the person selling the game in that case. It really seems that way, Max. And you know what? A lot of the stuff I'm seeing is because of COVID and everything. I guess Putin has specifically been very isolated during the last 2 years, very worried about COVID and all that. So, you know how a lot of us, and I thought this was a pretty funny analogy, a lot of us during COVID and isolation, maybe you picked up some strange new hobby. Maybe you started baking bread. Maybe you started crocheting. Maybe you spent too much money on Amazon buying stuff you didn't need. That's what I did. But what does Putin do? He invades Ukraine. That's what he does when he's isolated. It's like, jeez. And you got to wonder, if he is taken out of power, oh no. Would things stop immediately? I don't know about that. But it really feels like it is 99% him, doesn't it? I hear creaks and groans along with the rustling of leaves. Crap. We're about to get attacked. Right? I love that. I love that so much, Relentless. Oh, crap. There's a ghost hanging from that. Oh, that's creepy. Okay, let's go right. This looks like a dead end here. I hate that noise. I don't see anything. Oh, something here. There's a thicket growing straight ahead. It's rather dense. There's no way to see what's past it. Do we just have to feel around in the bushes? I press through the thicket through the thick undergrowth and notice a small clearing inside. The path might keep going. I realize something as I continue down it. Oh no. Oh crap! I feel someone staring at me from the bushes. Crap, I don't remember what... I don't remember what that clue said, do you? We had one clue, and I forget what it said. It's been a while. Yes, that's the worst part about this whole thing, Tajay, is I'm sure the majority of Russia, a lot of them are brainwashed because of all the media control and just the lies they're spewing, but a lot of Russians want nothing to do with this. They don't support Putin, and it sucks how many of them have to suffer because of this. But it's really the only way to hurt the leadership. Unfortunately, it's to hurt the entire country. It sucks. And Frost, you really wonder what these people think they would gain by invading another country? Like another decimal point in your bank balance? I don't know. You know, the first thing I thought, Frost, was that Russia was looking down the line. And they could see, like, with the way the power usage is going and fossil fuels and how rich Ukraine is in a lot of these, we need to own that land to essentially be a big force in the next 100 years or something like that. That's what I first assumed. But it seems now it's more like, what do you call it? Putin, from like all these interviews you've heard over the years, he doesn't ever acknowledge Ukraine as a country. He just thinks it's part of Russia, and they're just having a fun little thing with their own government, and we're gonna take it. Like, you know, and they actually thought, it seemed like they really believed there was gonna be no resistance. They were gonna march in there, and the Ukrainians would be super excited to see them, to liberate them from what's going on. It just seems like they had no concept of what reality actually was and how tough it was gonna be for them to take it. And Max, the older people mostly believe in Putin since they only watch TV, and younger people don't, and that's why they want to put censorship on the internet. 100%. And you see so many brave people protesting, which is incredible in Russia because that's like an offense. It's against the law. You're going to get jail time for that. And Relentless. We had a clue, but I don't think it applies here. I think it was something like control those that are different, exercise the evil. Oh, I think that's right, Relentless. Thank you. Control those that are different. Yeah, I don't think that helps us here. I'm going to ask my partner then. Oh, weird, Tajay. Well, try leaving and coming back. I know when I use my Prime sub, it doesn't let me share that I have used a sub until I like leave and come back for whatever reason. Like try completely closing. Oh, that didn't help. You know, this happened to Phantasma recently. And like, I think within an hour or so, it works. So I bet hopefully before the end of the stream, it'll start working again. Okay, let's ask Mashita. I turn my hopeful eyes towards Mashita. It's no use. He's shaken so much he can barely speak. Hate me. Pushed back by a strong force. Oh crap. Guess we're not going that way. I could have shoved myself forward. Let's try this again. I should have saved it. And that little girl pops back up. Let's just try turning back. I give up and turn back. I don't know. I feel like we got to do something else before we do that. I don't think we can save right now. I know, right, Tasha? Give me those double tokens. And you can still use your emotes, though. So that's so strange. Okay, we went right first. Let's go north. No token soup for you. Oh my god, what is that? It's like half man, half beehive. And those dudes are in shape. A sweet vagrance wafts from the wind from somewhere in the darkness. At my feet are what look like beehives. This must have been all that remains of a bee farm. It's weird that something like this is here of all places. Well, may as well have a look around. Oh, and they have all the holes in them too. Dangling from the tree are human corpses. The skin is as white as wax. Countless holes are drilled into the bodies, and bees are buzzing in and out of them. A very peculiar beehive. There's something different. I can't put my finger on it, Relentless. My mind flashes back to the corpse in the cottage. It's just like that woman. How fascinating. He's not just some lunatic. This is like a cult ritual. The beehive at my feet starts to rattle. Oh crap. A pitch-black cloud suddenly rises up, overwhelming my vision. Oh god. Wait, is that me? Or is that our buddy? Something invades my eyes and nose. It's a swarm of bees. I think that's us. I love the artwork in this game. Bees? I can't help but think of Nicolas Cage. Not the bees! Kadia, get away from there. Uh-oh. Live or die. Even more bees are coming from the hives. Use your night-night. Which hive should I close first? Oh crap, this is like a southern, eastern, western. I have no idea. Western. What does it matter? How would you know? I rush to the hive and somehow manage to close the lid. But bees descend on me from all sides. They must have swarmed out from another beehive. Oh crap, I have way less soul power now. Wrong. That's like a true or false with no information. That's not cool. Check for more active hives. So Eastern. They wouldn't want me to do the first one first, right? I bet they're all wrong. I dive at the hive and close the lid. I hear a disgusting sound of bees being crushed. Oh no, if I'm killing bees, they're definitely going to sting me. Guess I was able to seal the hive in time. Pass? Nope, but bees start descending on me from another hive. I'm out of soul power. I think I'm dead. Check for more active beehives. My entire body is pricked by stingers. Oh no. My vision darkens immediately. Buzzing wings serve as a lullaby as I drift off to an eternal sleep. Game over. Oh, that's another death. How would... Okay. Maybe you're supposed to do them in order. I don't know. I want to decide again. Let's see here. Those were bee frats. I like that. Quick appease them with honey. Or night-night. We should have sprayed the night-night first. And platypus. Some kids in your senior year science class made a joke presentation about bees and used that scene. Perfection. Oh, that movie's so ridiculous. Not even just that, but there's this one really funny scene in that Nicolas Cage movie. What was it? The Wicker Man? Where he's dressed up in a giant bear costume, runs up, and just decks some woman because they're all part of some cult. But like without any context, it's really weird and funny. Let's see. And Relentless, you would be dead from the curse because I would not go anywhere near this place. I'm just going to wait and die. Let's just enjoy my last few hours. Yeah, the bees used night-night on me. Okay, let's decide again. Wait, maybe I can use my bag first before I try to check out the beehives? Night-night. I can't use it. How about the sprayer? Nope. Maybe before I look at this, I should look at these. Maybe there's a hint if I look at these first. It's a beehive. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Looks like a normal beehive. Let's feel it. I feel a vibrating hum when I touch the outside of the box. The bees inside might be trying to wake up. So maybe I can use night-night on it now? Wait, can I save it first? No, I cannot save right here. And you just found out you will be moving your sister into her boyfriend's place tomorrow instead of in 2 months. That's not fun at all, Tajay. That's just screwing up all your plans. Oh my gosh. Her roommate was supposed to watch the girls today while she was at work and decided to be an idiot and take 6 kids in her sedan to the store, then send a 10-year-old and 2 toddlers out to the car alone. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. And platypus. Kyle MacLachlan from Twin Peaks has a TikTok now, and his whole ad campaign for his wine is him chased by and interacting with a bear. I'll have to check that out. I love Kyle MacLachlan. I love Twin Peaks and Cooper. I'll have to check that out. That's great. Oh no, she got the cops called and charged with 3 counts of negligence. What do you expect? But dang, that is insane. Oh my gosh. Yeah, way too young to leave him in the car alone. 100%. Of course, trying to go into the store with 6 kids is also disaster, but at least it's not against the law. Okay, so let's try to use the sprayer here. I already have the sprayer out. Now I need to choose which drug to spray. Gosh, do I use all of them? It's limited use. I don't know. Maybe that was my problem. Maybe I needed to spray some of these first, although I only have 2 night-nights. I take out the night-night and put it in the sprayer. But the bees are still in the hive. Spraying won't have any effect right now. Oh, dang it. Okay, never mind. Okay, what about this one? Yikes on trikes. And let's see, your sister was so upset she put her kids through all that she can't even look at her now. So she is moving tonight and tomorrow instead of waiting for the school year to end like she had planned. I mean, I guess in a way I don't blame her. You want to get the hell away from that situation, Tajay. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. And I'm guessing this has been an ongoing thing where she's like, yeah, we got to move, but we'll wait kind of thing. Just to get out of there. Now it's like, nope, crossed the line. It's time to go. Okay, we feel vibrating hum when we touch the outside of the box. They might be trying to wake up. Same as the other one. I have a feeling all these boxes we can't spray. Although there's a hole in that box, like for air. Can't we just like spray it in there? Same thing with his. Also has bees inside. I don't know. Maybe it is just completely random based on what you can, which boxes you close first. Try it again. And platypus, you got to get all your chores done before watching kids, or it's got to wait, especially with that many kids. 100%. That's just, I don't know. I would never want that many children. That's just too much chaos for me. I also don't want any more dogs. Andy does, but I'm really happy with 3 dogs. It's hard to maintain, especially with just Georgie. Oh, I see. Originally, it was just the boyfriend wanting to move together. That makes sense. That's what the timing was all about. Time to push that forward. Okay, so once again, dangling from the trees are the human corpses. The skin is as white as wax. Countless holes are drilled. My mind flashes back to the corpse in the cottage. So, same as before. We're just about to get attacked. I guess, oh yeah, I can skip this. That's right. Forgot about that speed up button. The speed up button is great. Okay, so now I'm going to do the first one first. See if it makes any difference. I rushed to the hive and somehow managed to close the lid. But bees descend upon... Is there no proper solution to this? I'm still getting killed. Maybe there is no right answer. Maybe you're just not supposed to do this. Check for more active bees. Let's try the Western. I feel like I'm doing the opposite as I did before, and it's not helping. No, it doesn't matter. You're a goner, whatever you do. So there is a right answer, but it's vague. So it's not that I have... it's not that I'm not... There's not like a trick that I have to do beforehand, Jumi. There is a correct way of doing that. What's the answer? I mean, the only thing I can do now is start with the middle one, right? Funny thing. How you doing, Funny? Great to see you. Okay, decide again. Yeah, I assumed that I would get a better answer from doing the correct one first, but I did the third one first and the first one first, and they said no. So my guess is it's got to be the second one first. So let me see if there's any hints when I look at these. Nothing out of the ordinary. Looks like a normal beehive. And if I feel them, it always says the same thing. I feel vibrating hum when I touch the outside. The bees inside might be trying to wake up. Didn't this one say the same thing? Yeah, it also said they might be trying to wake up. Taking a short break from things you need to do. How's everyone? I'm doing great. I'm so happy it's the weekend. Always nice to be able to stream and hang out with you guys on the Saturday. And Tajay, no idea. You watched all 5 of your sisters before yourself more than a few times, and it never even crossed my mind to take them all at once. At least one adult to help me. That's the thing. It's kind of like a school trip. When you take a class out, you need to have multiple chaperones just to keep track of everybody. So yeah, it's silly to think you should do that all by yourself. So let's see. If I check this one, it also says, I feel vibrating hum. The bees inside might be trying to wake up. So that's the same regardless. Kano, you're too kind. How's it going, Kano? Welcome, buddy. Okay. I guess we're just going to try the other third option. Start with the middle one. I'm going to pay a little bit more attention. I'm not going to read everything out loud, but I'm going to scan these just to see if there's anything specific about a certain box. Talking about the woman. Cult ritual. The beehive at my feet starts to rattle. Is that my clue? He says at my feet. That makes me think it's the one closest to us. So I guess that would be the one in the middle, right? Maybe that was the clue. A pitch black cloud suddenly rises up, overwhelming my vision. Something invades my eyes and nose. It's a swarm of bees. Not the bees! Yeah, I think we just got to do that middle one first. Okay, even more bees are coming from the hives. Which hive should I close first? The southern hive. Is that how it was before? I did the southern hive before first. I rushed to the hive and somehow managed to close the lid. See, that makes me even more confused. I hear the disgusting sound of bees being crushed. Seems like I was able to stop their attack, so that sounds good. We heard that once before. Safe. Alright, so the middle one first. Now I think we did the southern one second time, and that was correct, right? I think we heard a squishing sound this time too. I dive at the hive and close the lid. It's a close call, but I managed to seal up the awakened bees. I think we got it. I think we nailed it. Safe. See, my gamer instinct would have told me to leave this mission and go do something else, because I'm not doing something right. Check for more active hives. Only one to go. I love that bee emote. As these bees are being crushed and locked up. I'm trying to do that as quickly as I can. I carefully sneak close to the hive and manage to close the lid. A lukewarm liquid spurts everywhere, like a grape bursting in my hand. A bee boat, if you will. I succeed in closing the hive right before the bee bursts out of it. Safe. Safe. Check for more active hives. There are no more. After I close all the hives, the bees finally quiet down. Nice, thank goodness. Okay, we gotta save it. Whew, I'm beat. What did you do? You just stood there. We almost died. Yeah, you're telling me. I did all the work. We crouch there for a while until we catch our breaths. Okay, I still can't save it though, unfortunately. Oh, now we can. There we go. I just had to exit that. Save right here. And Tajay. And had a effed her relationship with my sister and herself over too well, though. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, sometimes things happen, and if you don't communicate well with your friends, things like that. You can absolutely destroy a friendship with something like that. Now your sister wants nothing to do with her and would likely get those boys thrown back in the system as well, because they're unlikely to allow her to continue fostering with 3 counts of negligence on her record. Oh, what a mess, Tajay. What a mess. Oh, you're allergic to bees too, Tajay? This is extra spooky for you. Oh my gosh. Okay, now can we look at this without getting attacked? Okay, it's several human corpses, as white as wax. Countless holes, we saw that before. Oh, and the inside of the holes seem to have a spiral pattern. Must have been made intentionally. Yeah, with that drill. A thick liquid drips from them. The smell, well, I can't describe how horrible it is. The bees are gathering on it. What is that liquid? It seems that liquid attracts bees. We should probably get some of that in the bottle. If I had a suitable container, we do, I could gather some of it. So we should go to Tool, Empty Bottle, and use that. I take out the empty bottle and gather some of the dripping liquid in it. We got stinky liquid. And Kano, you're getting so effed by this blue dragon in Elden Ring, your voice will help calm me. Kano, is it that dragon that's like kind of like down in that marshy swamp area? I don't think he was blue, but I saw a dragon down there. I don't want to mess with him again. He was really scary. He didn't kill me, I just ran away, but still. And Frost, you wouldn't want someone who sent small children across a parking lot alone to look after my kids either. Hell no. Heck no, 100%. Oh my gosh, Dr. Dynastic. Dr. Dynastic with the sub. 5 months you've been subscribed to the channel, Dynastic. How are you doing, Doc? How is life? What have you been up to? Been a while since we got to chat. I saw you post some really cool pics on Discord, some projects you were working on. I think you had like a vertical mounted screen for some arcade games or something like that. It looked really cool. Let me drop some tokens in here. And thank you for that shout out, Doc. Have you been streaming lately? You were doing some Crusader last. When was the last time you streamed? That is so cool. I never played the Crusader games. Those are kind of like strategy, like turn-based strategy games, if I remember correctly. That's really cool. But good to see you again, Doc. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the sub. Nice catch, Relentless. We are playing a very creepy visual novel game called Deathmark. And essentially, all of our characters in our group are cursed. And we have a few hours to figure out what the ghost wants and help it move on to the next phase of existence so that we can not be cursed and not get killed immediately. Think of like The Ring or The Grudge turned into a video game, essentially. And you have a pretty close idea of what we're doing. Okay, so we got what we needed from them. I don't think we have to mess with these anymore. The bees have already calmed down. I opened the beehive, but the bees are just crawling around inside it silently. I wonder if we need to capture any bees. Probably not. We don't have like another container or something. But that's good. All the bees are nice and calm. Let's get the hell out of here. So there's one direction we have not gone. I think I heard a ghost. Here? No? I just heard I swore I heard some like swinging noise. See anything though? Okay, let's go right. I think this is the only direction we haven't gone. Oh man, there's a lot of bees. The buzzing of bees fills the area. Looks like there's another giant beehive here. It probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. Luckily, we have some more night-night. So we should be able to use our sprayer to spray the drugs. So let's go to here. It's a giant beehive. I have no idea how far the sprayer can reach, but the hives are not too high up. I should be able to reach it. It did work before. So let's go to our tool and sprayer. Oh, we already have it. That's right. And tool, and we want to go to night-night. We actually have 2 more night-nights. I take out the night-night and put it in the sprayer. I take careful aim and spray the drug. Drug them bees. Better than drugging dogs, which we have also done in games. The bees' movements get slower. Eventually, the hive falls completely silent. Yeah, Tachi, and babies. Don't forget babies. One of the highlights of John Cadia. We used up 1 bottle of Night Night. Okay, I think we could probably safely cross now. Oh no. Do we have to do all 3 of these? I don't think I have enough Night Night to do that. Yeah, we only have 1 more. See, if I try to move forward, am I going to get attacked? Let me just try this real quick. Nope. Looks like there's a huge beehive there. We cannot move until we take care of all of them. And Doc, to answer your question, you haven't been streaming, unfortunately. I remember you took a break and then you kind of started again. I wasn't sure if you had to take another break. So since you moved into your new house, you don't have an Ethernet connection for the PC. So you think the streaming connection would be pretty slow on Wi-Fi? Yeah, Wi-Fi is... The problem with like streaming on Wi-Fi, whether it's... Because gaming streaming is a little bit different than like streaming Netflix, because streaming Netflix can buffer. Streaming Twitch cannot, because it's live. So yeah, if your Wi-Fi connection drops for a second or anything, it can totally screw up your stream. So you think the streaming connection would be pretty slow? You've been throwing most of your energy into moving into the new place? That's exciting though. And trying to make the basement your little sanctuary. That must have been those pictures that I saw. So no complaints on my end. Just miss watching your favorite streamers like yourself. Oh, you're too kind. Too kind. That's so cool though, working on your house. Yeah, I know we've been lazy working on our house since we bought it. We just get into other projects and stuff. So we're trying to do a lot of work on our place right now. We just finally got some huge, like 120-inch drapes or something installed in our living room because we have big sliding glass door and windows above that. So that looks really nice. Just doing those kind of projects. It's so much fun. And was that a vertical arcade that I saw? It looked really neat. Okay, so let's go ahead and use another one of our Night Nights. Let's see here. Oops, wrong button. But we need to go out and find another Night Night to continue. Might as well use it now, though. There we go. The bee's movements get slower. Eventually, the hive falls completely silent. I'm guessing we still have to do that one as well because I can highlight it. Oh, did you take care of that dragon, Kano? Nice job. Nice. I still have to take care of that first main boss in Elden Ring. He's kicking my butt. I've taken out 4 or 5 other smaller bosses, but not that one. You know, our character also said, oops, that we had like that stinky liquid, which can distract the bees. Maybe we can try using that. I don't know if this will work or not. We have 2. So it's a bottle filled with liquid that was dripping from a corpse riddled with holes. The liquid is bittersweet and extremely thick. Let's try this out. Good morning, Hasif. Are you just waking up, dude? What time is it for you? How's it going? So we take out the stinky liquid, but what should I do with it? I don't have any particularly good ideas. Okay, so that doesn't work on the bees. And it is a vertical arcade. So it's a TV that you mounted turned vertically, and then there's a pedestal stand to play old school arcade games like Donkey Kong, Dig Dug, 1943. And it's really fun when you have people over. That's so cool, dude. I have an arcade cabinet, but not vertical. That's really nice for those kind of games. Actually, in my arcade cabinet, I just bought light guns. And I started to test them out, but I haven't quite gotten it working with MAME completely yet. I might spend some time tomorrow messing with it some more. But arcades are so much fun to set up. And also, on mine, I have a marquee at the top. And it's like a, basically a television that they cut down to like a marquee size. So it's really weird using it in Windows. It doesn't know what to do with that type of screen. Luckily, I was able to get the arcade front-end software to properly place an image there, depending on what game you're playing. It just took some time. It took a lot of time. Oh, it's 9 a.m. Good morning, Hasifa. Okay, I think we have to leave here. We'll have to come back when we get some more stuff. And what time is it for you, Krim? Okay, let's go back this way. I wonder if we can go back to that shack and get some more Night Night. I assume we got everything that was there, though. Oh, dang, it's really late for you, 11 p.m.? It's Let's try going this way. Oh my goodness. Weird Judge with the raid. Welcome Raiders to John Cadia. How's it going, Judge? How was your stream? What were you playing? Were you playing some Elden Ring? I think that's what everybody is testing out right now. Hollow Knight. Similar to Elden Ring in a way. I've heard Hollow Knight is very Souls-like. I've heard such good things about that game. It's something I would be interested in streaming, except that it's very, very long. I was surprised to see people saying it takes like 50, 60 hours to beat it. That's so cool, though. Be sure you click on that link, drop Weird Judge a follow. Super cool guy to hang out with. How are you doing, Judge? Thank you so much for that raid. And Shaggy696, nice. Thank you for the follow. And you haven't died yet, and it feels a ton easier than Elden Ring. Oh, that's really cool. That's good. It's good to know it's not that difficult. Oh, hello, Shaggy. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, hide your kids, hide your wife. We're getting raided. Unfortunately, I'm always scared to use a lot of those clips and things because they do get demonetized or caught on YouTube and stuff. So I've had some fun sounds that were from common clips of YouTube and things like that, but they just get me in trouble. Okay, we can't go this way because of the bees, so we'll have to turn around. Which way do we want to go? I think we have to go down again. Oh, I got my directions all screwed up. You brought your mace instead of the axe today? Wanted a little change? It still does the job. It still works. Okay, let's go this way. So I'm trying to find more of that poison to put these bees to sleep, but I don't know if there is any more in here. I assumed we got everything when we looked at that. I don't see. There's that creepy knock again. There's only this container down here, and it says a mouse chewed a hole through it, so we can't get anything there. I am confused. I am confusion. Yeah, that's true. Depends on their armor, too, of course. Sometimes a sword might be better. Sometimes a mace might be better. I don't see anything around here. Let's check our bag again. I wonder if we have anything else that might work as a substitute. We have the sprayer, crowbar, handgun. I guess we could shoot the bees. We have a bottle of honey. You can throw it. And stinky liquid, which you can also throw. We could try our other items. I'm going to try going... Let's see, this way first. I should probably look around every scene a little bit more closely, because there could be some of that poison anywhere. Luckily, we haven't had too many spiders. We were talking about spiders earlier, but not about the game. Just how my yard is infested with spiders. Okay, we searched the grave mark. Nothing unusual about it. You know what? There's that one ghost that spooked us when we tried to go this direction. I think we might have to try to push forward past her. And just hope we don't get killed. I think it was this way? I think it was this way. I want a beer. I'm probably going to have some beers tonight. We have some friends coming over. I don't drink very often, but when we have company, we're being social, I'll probably have a drink. I have these really good, what are they called? It's this brand called Firestone. It's like a California brewery. And they have, it's like a cinnamon dolce stout. If you like dark beers, it's really tasty. Really, really tasty. Double check this one again. Very occasionally. Like, I might drink once or twice a month. I definitely don't drink alcohol very often. Does beer do something to spiders or snails? I had no idea. I know salt will kill snails. Okay, nothing unusual about the grave marker still. Just making sure we're not missing any items. Yeah, that's true. If you have enough beers, Everything disappears. Oops, I think I went the wrong way. I think it's this way, right? Or is that the way I came from? I wasn't paying enough attention to the map. I think I need to go left. Yeah, I think it's down this trail maybe. I'm getting lost in the forest, just like Nate. I hear swinging again, but no ghost. Okay, let's go to the right. This was it. Okay, this is where I wanted to be. Let's go ahead and save it, just in case this ghost kills me. So, as soon as I try to go here, prepare yourself. A little bit of a jump scare. I press through the thicket undergrowth and enter a clearing. Just ahead, I feel someone staring at me from the bushes. So we've only tried asking our buddy for help and turning back. We haven't tried to force our way through yet. Maybe we needed an item? I don't know. I assume it was a full body, Judge? We just couldn't see the whole thing. It's tough to say. Judge, you get double the spiders and double the bees. That's not good. Okay, let's see what happens. Force our way through. I try to slip through the front. Hate me. But a strong force pushes me back. Oh, we can't even force our way through. Okay. Let's see. I wonder if there's any items we can use here that might help us. How about the stinky liquid? I take out the stinky liquid, but what can I do with it? I don't have any good ideas. Okay, so not that. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Turn back! Turn back! Okay, what else could we use here? Bottle of honey? Nope. Can we shoot the ghost? Take out the handgun. But what should I do with it? Not shoot the ghost. The sprayer? Nope, not the sprayer. And the baseball. Baseball bat. So none of the items are going to help us get past this thing. I don't know what else to do. I guess this is not where we have to go. Baseball bat should always work, right? It's super effective. What I really need is just more of that poison, but I don't know where I can find it. I feel like I've fully explored this whole forest, at least to the places I can get to. Unless there's more of it up here. We already looked at these guys. We already got our liquid. I don't know if we felt around them, though. The inside of the hole seemed to have a spiral pattern. Must have been made intentionally. Ooh, we pry open the stiff fingers. They had something in their hand. Cottage key? When I put the key in my bag, my wrist burns in pain. Oh, that's not good. Oh no, we're running out of time. The mark burns scarlet. Half an hour until death closes in. This is not good. I felt this before. Cold sweat drips down my back. I suddenly remember what happened at H Elementary. The mark's symptoms accelerated and the person with me began acting strangely. Oh no, this is when our partner will start to lose their memories. Hey, Mashita. I spin around and look at them. He's clearly acting oddly. He's just standing there. What is he doing odd? He looks pretty content to me. I don't know. Yeah, nothing to see here. Move along, move along. And Judge, a cottage key. Why couldn't it be cottage cheese? That might be better for us, Judge. It might distract the bees so we can get past there. Christian, how's it going, Christian? Welcome, buddy. If you ask me what's in the box, the answer is bees. Okay, I raise my voice. He looks like he's high, doesn't he? Hey, can you hear me, Mashita? This is bad. It might have started. I was afraid of that. The mark's starting to have a greater effect. I need to gather clues quickly. If I don't, Shimio will. New info was added to the spirit file, Human Bee Farm. And let's see. Cottage cheese for cottage bees. Yeah, Mashita exists. You're being so weird, Mashita. It seemed like he was pretty cool. He wasn't doing anything. He was just hanging out. Okay, so cottage key. I don't think we found a locked cottage, have we? We must not need that yet. I want to try to feel around them again. There's nothing else on the corpses. Just that strange, stinky liquid dropping from the holes, which we picked up. Okay, I think we're done here. I don't know where a cottage is. And this is where all the bees are we can't get past. There's only one more beehive we have to take care of. But I ran out of poison, so I can't take care of it. Yeah, see, these are done. I can't highlight them. This one is not done yet. I don't think I tried everything on them, though. Ooh, I don't have a lighter. That would be useful, wouldn't it? Let's see, did you try using the stinky stuff to attract all the bees to one hive and then put them to sleep? Oh no, I didn't even think about that, Tajay. That might have been a great idea. Then I wouldn't have to have done them all at once, or do them all separately. I doubt this game has like a soft lock, though. There's got to be another solution. I did try using the stinky stuff just on one of them, and it wouldn't let me. But no, that might have been correct. Even though he says he doesn't have a good idea for it now, it's because there's only one beehive left. So why would you use it? See, I tried the honey. That doesn't do anything. I'm not sure what else we can do. Baseball bat? I even tried shooting it. I don't think I can shoot the hive. But yeah, can't shoot it. I think only the kid can use the baseball bat. And we may need to deal with the ghost that hates men. Is it just men he hates? I didn't know he was that discriminate. Yes, relentless. I love that terminology, the way they put that. Well, now that we've like started it, you know, when we went and grabbed that cottage key, things started to get worse. I think we need to explore the forest more. I think we're going to run into that spirit. So maybe we don't need to do this quite yet. I should probably save it. Just in case. Okay, let's go this way. Actually, maybe now that that happened, maybe something changed with this ghost right over here that was blocking us. So this is where that one's hiding. I tried using items, and no items work here. There it is again. I'm going to try to force my way through one last time. I try to slip through the front. All it says is, hate me, N. Not sure what she's trying to say. And then pushes us back. Okay, we can't get past there yet. I wonder, that one shack that we were able to get into, I wonder if there's something we can unlock with a key there. Oh, is she the one that hates men? Was there some other backstory I missed that mentioned that? Oh. Yeah, because I don't remember that at all about her hating men. That makes me think we should actually go back to the mansion and bring the news anchor with us. Where's the exit to this place? I think it's this way? Oh, you know what? I was thinking... Thanks, Frost. For some reason, because of the capitalization, I thought she was trying to say like another word that started with N, but no, you could just say, I hate men. I guess you could take it literally the way it's spelled. I was like, there's some other clue here. Nope, it's just that simple. And literally shove it all together, right? Or hear me out. What if the spirit's trying to say Hatame and then something with the word starting with N? Same logic. Just combine it together. Okay, let's get out of here. I think this is the entrance. Yes. Okay, let's get out of here. Back to the mansion. We'll change our partners so we can get through there. And Voiceless Noises. Oh, that's an interesting name. Thank you so much for the follow, Voiceless. Welcome. We're going to go to partner and bring Christy along. What'd you say? Oh, you've been lurking for 15 minutes. Oh, I appreciate you hanging out and watching us for a bit. Welcome. Okay, let's exit this place and back to the forest. Luckily, moving around is generally very quickly. Let's see. We come to the forest entrance once again. And Judge, maybe she's saying that hot men only because she makes hats for fictional online characters. Could be that. Could be that. And you wanted to check out the vibe before you followed, and you love the vibe here. Oh, thank you so much, Voiceless. I appreciate that. We have such a very cool, chill, friendly community here. I'm very lucky to have found so many awesome folks. This place is always very welcoming. We do play some gruesome, twisted games, but we keep the stream very positive, very friendly. We have a good time here. Welcome. Okay, let's get back to that creepy place. Christy seems the same as usual, but... Hey, Christy, don't you feel odd at all? In what way? That's right, because our buddy seemed to be acting strange, and maybe she's not yet. Although she got the mark earlier, so maybe she hasn't quite succumbed to the effects yet. Sora, long time no see. How are you doing, Sora? It's so good to see you again. What you been up to? And you love this game? You're not going to give any spoilers, but all you're going to say is Christy is your waifu. Nice. Nice. I appreciate no spoilers. Yeah. As far as spoilers go on this channel, we never want any story spoilers because for me and for a lot of folks here, it's their first time seeing it. The only spoiler stuff I kind of appreciate is if you see me struggling, like I've been running around in circles for a while, vague hints are always welcome, just because it keeps me from looking at a walkthrough, and it kind of keeps the flow of the game going. Now, don't walk me through the game step by step, of course, but once I'm struggling, it's always a nice thing to have. Yes, I feel perfectly normal. We need to hurry, you know? Right, sure, of course. It doesn't seem like she's changed at all. That's good. I don't understand what's going on, but if she's fine, that's great news. Maybe because the spirit hates men and isn't trying to affect her. But we have two spirits. We have that little girl, and then we have the big creepy giant bee drill monster. I can see that, Voices. I wonder how old she is. I don't know how old Christy actually is. That kid, kind of like delinquent, calls her like old hag. I don't see it. I don't see it. And maybe it's because she wants to die anyway, so she's immune to the curse. Oh, I didn't think about that. That's interesting, yeah. Although it didn't help that one guy. That drill monster got a hold of him, right? And Jumi, you're here to make sure we get everything. You need to play the game in full. That's good because, yeah, when you're telling me about the endings, it seems like it's pretty easy to miss a lot of stuff in this game. Oh, she's 37. You can never tell in like anime style things. People that are 16 can look like they are 2 years away from somebody that's like 37. But then once they hit like 50 or 60, boom, they look like they're 100 years old. And Sora, you've been working 2 jobs. You lost 2 of your ferrets and just dealing with the struggle. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, ferret. What happened to the babies? That's no good. Losing a pet is the hardest thing. You're losing a family member, 100%. I'm so sorry that you're dealing with that right now. And 2 jobs. You must be so busy. Oh my gosh. There's that too, Judge. Could be that. And Leon Scott Kennedy, welcome back. How you doing, buddy? You just got 4 ferrets voiceless. Right on. Ferrets are super cool. I had a friend who I used to stay at his house all the time. Staying the night, having sleepovers and stuff. And he had 2 ferrets. And when you're trying to sleep there, because ferrets are nocturnal, they start crawling around and falling all over you. It was so funny. You wouldn't get very good sleep, but it was cute. Okay, let's try going this way. Oh, not too great. What's going on? I'm sorry to hear that, dude. And you had 3, but they died due to stress when you were moving across the country. Poor babies, that sucks. Yeah, animals, they don't handle moving very well because they're so territorial. You just totally screw up their life when you move like that. And your throat feels bad? Oh, you getting sick? Oh no. Drink lots of liquids, lots of tea, get some vitamin C, see if you can fend it off. Okay, let's try going this way. Let's push our way through the bushes again. I press through the thicket and enter a clearing. Just ahead, of course, I can feel someone staring at me from the bushes. Hopefully it doesn't stop us this time. Force our way through. I try to slip through the front. Hate men. But a strong force pushes me back. So that doesn't let me through just having her as a partner. What else could we do here? Can we use Christy? Do we need to maybe dress ourselves up, Shaggy? Not a bad idea. We actually dressed up. There was another ghost that liked to dress in women's clothing. And that was actually part of the solution. Oh, thank you for the lurk, Voiceless. Oh, that's right. We can ask our partner there. I didn't even think about that. That was one of the options. Please try it. Yeah, because our other character just like looked at us like, hell no, I'm not going in there. What? Me? She didn't want anything to do with this. I guess I'll have to. She faces the figure and offers up a prayer. The figure vanishes. Nice. It disappeared? It seems like her desperate prayer worked. Thank goodness. It didn't possess me. Good job. Let's keep going. Yeah, now it's love men. Okay, so here's... Oh, I bet this is where we need the cottage key. Is my guess. We haven't seen this building yet. This is all brand new. Let's, Can I save it? I don't think I can. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Up here? Yeah, let's make a new save, just in case. Yes, and voiceless. It's good that they are, because you definitely need to have good sound effects when you're playing a visual novel, because that's where a lot of the atmosphere comes from, for sure. Poor Judge. Even a ghost wants nothing to do with you. Oh, and there's a trail of blood leaving the door, too. Yep, we use the cottage key to open the door. Almost said cottage cheese. Oh, I see more poison. An overly sweet smell permeates the inside of the cottage. I'm pretty sure it's honey, huh? My eyes fall on a white object that was carelessly left lying around. I bet there's a body in that bag. That can't be. Don't tell me you're thinking about opening that. We got to. I have to check it out. We don't have much time left. But I'm going to do that last. Because something bad's probably going to happen. All the bottles look cracked and damaged. I don't think I can use them. Oh no, we can't use a single one? What's up here? There's a small container. Ugly Lady is written in faded marker. It must be someone's idea of a prank. That's weird. I open up the container. Inside is something that looks like a dried tree root. Dried root? Interesting. I don't know what we need that for yet. There's a scrap of paper stuck to the tree root with wire. Everyone's gone. I'm all alone now. I want to see everyone. But my head is so foggy, I can't remember how. Judge Honey, I'm home. And voiceless. You need the immersion when it comes to these visual novel games. As someone who's currently working on a visual novel for a project, but yeah, you understand that. Oh, that is so cool, voiceless. So what's the premise of your visual novel? And thank you very much for that. I think the last thing I need to do is combine those two, but combine those two. So dry root and something else. Maybe we can make more of that poison. The light bulb is blackened inside. It would probably be dangerous to turn on. And another notebook. It's an old notebook. The cover says Honeybee Family Notes. We found a few of these. Family won't die if they're dreaming. If the betrayer comes, wake them up and hit them. Do it until they calm down. Be careful, everyone. When they wake up, family is only human. That looks like some useful information. Should I rip it out and take it with me? 100% you take that. Tore out the page. Nice. And Leon Scott, as a maker of a visual novel yourself, I must say I made only a text game. Hey, for your first one, that's a great idea. You know, you save yourself so much more time because that's, I mean, I assume when you are working on a visual novel, that's the first thing is the story. So if you're just doing text only, you could just get started right away. And voiceless. The premise of the novel has to do with demons, and the idea is going on a mission to purify a demon, but there's drama and romance involved along the way. There better be. You gotta hook them. Hook, line, and sinker. Okay, is there anything else in this room? Oh, yeah, there's a few things over here. There we go. Several bug-eaten novels. They're unreadable. It's not very useful. Oh, and these down here. Inside the container is corroded. I don't think I can use it. Dang it. Okay. Well, I guess we gotta check the bag. Hopefully there's poison in here. And there's many text adventures I want to play. I played a couple way back in the day. I don't even remember the names of them, to be honest. I even played a MUD, they called it, a multi-user dungeon. It was essentially like an multiplayer RPG that was all text when I was a kid. But I guess the most recent text-only game that I played was part of that Stories Untold collection. And that was really cool. I actually really liked that one. And Leon Scott, you finished as your final project for your 2 years of IT. Too bad I didn't manage my economy classes. Oh no. But that's a really cool final project. I like that. And voiceless. The character that the player plays, as is the demon, you meet people along the way who want to help you, but it comes with the drama and romance. Nice. Zork. Zork is a very famous one, for sure. I think Zork is even inside of a few other games. I forget which ones. But there's some games where you get to a computer and you can actually play Zork completely. Okay, a big burlap sack is slung against the wall. It is incredibly lumpy, making it easy to determine it is holding something. Just then, something inside the bag moves. Is there someone alive in there? It keeps squirming intermittently. Why? Why is it moving? A cold sweat breaks out on my forehead. I hesitantly reach for the mouth of the bag. Holding my breath, I slowly open it. A sickeningly sweet smell hits us. Oh gosh, there's another one. Oh, these are so gross. It's a corpse, currently becoming a beehive. It's completely unrecognizable at this point, but I intuitively know who it is. Oh, this is the guy that wanted to commit suicide that we helped out, but... Black Ops, that's the one I was thinking of, thank you. Didn't Zork have a couple text adventures, but then eventually became like Myst and that type of graphic adventure game? Masao Kimura, who was sitting on the bench with Shimio and wanted to commit suicide. That can't be a beehive. Oh, it can. Honeybees are burrowing into the holes all over his body, diligently making their hive. A faint noise we'd heard coming from the bag must have been buzzing from bees. Yeah, trypophobia, that's the one, it's like a fear of holes, right? This is beyond insane. It has to be the work of Shimio. Once it's complete, another object dart will be added to the repulsive bee farm. Just then, I noticed some objects stuffed in next to the corpse. The mismatched items seem almost like burial accessories for the dearly departed. A tennis ball, a large bottle of night-night, and 3 night-nights. That's exactly what we need. But a tennis ball? I'm not sure what we're doing with that. Daze the swarm, then you'll be safe. Yes, this definitely is reminiscent of Junji Ito voiceless. There's another game on Steam called World of Horror, which is essentially a Junji Ito horror game. It's really neat looking. Daze the swarm. Can I do that with what I've found so far? Yes, you can. You've been doing it. We return Masayo's corpse to the bag. I'd like to give him a proper burial, but there's no time for that right now. Oh, did you play that recently? What did you think of it? I was interested in it, but then I found out how long it is. I don't think it's a game I'm going to stream. Hey, can I say something? Chrissy's expression is grave. Her face is flushed with shame. I know full well that it's too far late to be saying this, but I can't stand it. I can't take any more of this. If we run into this monster, no way will I be able to do anything. I'm not kidding. Whatever I said on TV is totally meaningless here in this forest. Sorry, but I can't help you anymore. I know this is out of the blue, but I thought it was now or never. I really am sorry, but I just can't do this. Christy stumbles over multiple apologies. No, there's nothing to apologize for. It's a normal situation. It's normal in situations like this. Any regular person would react the same. Hell, everyone would want to run as far away as they could. But her confession carries a dangerous consequence of its own. If at some point I end up fighting the spirit like I did at H Elementary, could she handle being my partner? I don't think so. So I think this game is telling me go back to the mansion and get rid of her and swap to somebody else. And voiceless. You loved playing it all the way through, and when you went into it, you thought you'd hate it, but you were surprised. Oh, that's cool. Good to hear good things about the game. All right. Well, I think we got what we need. I'm going to take her complaints as a hint that we have to ditch her and switch to somebody else. Yeah, she'll probably just run. Then we'd be all by herself. Oh, crap. That ghost is still here. Let's go ahead and save it again. Because why not? Let's see if we can get out of here safely. Okay. I'm just going to bookline it to the exit and swap her out. I don't think you can just switch anytime. I think you have to go back to there, right? I don't think there's any way to, like, switch players here. Christy, I think, is our partner's name right now. Or do you mean my partner in real life, Neil? Leon. This way? Is that right? Nope. Wrong turn. I want to go right. I think. It gets a little confusing staring at the map while also knowing your cardinal directions and trying to keep track of everything. It is Christy, yes. It did a little bit judge, didn't it? Here's the entrance. There we go. Back to the mansion we go. Oh, do you think we need her for one more thing, Jimmy? Maybe it's not time to swap yet. I guess just intuitively I would, but we might need her for... Oh, you know what? That ghost was still there, though. That's true. Maybe it is a good idea to keep her around because that ghost still is showing her face and she hates men. So if we don't have Christy, we won't be able to progress past her. So let me see if I can find my way back to the place where we need to spray the bees. And this way. I think it's this way. Nope. Wrong area. This is also full of bees that scare us off. Think left. And then up and to the left. There we go. Hate that swinging noise of this noose. There's never a ghost here. I think we saw a ghost once. I can still hear it, but there's nothing there. There we go. So we gotta spray the bee. So let's go to here. Tools. And oh, we have so much stuff. We're gonna use our night-night. This is confusing. We have 3 night-nights separate with 1 charge each. Why not just put them all into one category? I take out the night-night and put it in the sprayer. I take careful aim and spray the drug. The bee's movements get slower. Eventually, the hive falls completely silent. Used up 1 bottle of night-night. I've silenced every hive in this area. Now we can pass through, thank goodness. Oh, so this is one of the areas you can, I guess, fail getting the good ending, Jumi? Phew, they're taken care of. Onward we go. Looks like there's only one way to go here. Check the background, make sure there's... The hell was that? Some kind of rabid monkey or something? That didn't sound like a spirit. Whatever it is, I hated it. Okay, let's go. Oh no, it's another one of these. But this time there's only 1 container of bees to deal with. There's a beehive. The buzz of bees fills the air. The drug should easily be able to reach it. Wait. Actually, I'm too close. We shouldn't breathe the stuff in. Oh, so we can't actually spray this thing? If I don't do something about the bees, I won't be able to get through here. So, I can't spray the night-night, because that will put me to sleep. What else could we do? We do something with the tennis ball? Distract the bees? Nope. Maybe use the stinky liquid to, like, distract the bees? Nope, not that either. Honey? No, not the honey. I'm not sure. Well, let's see. You will tell me who has the highest chance to be a useful partner, at least in terms of killing something. I would assume the detective would be the best, because he knows how to shoot. But the kid is kind of a loose cannon, so I'm not sure. And you try using the launcher for the stinky? I don't think I can come... You know, when you get to certain areas, Tajay, they automatically take out the sprayer, and then you could just kind of, like, use it at that point. Not just on its own. I don't think I did. Well, I did when we were looking at that one beehive by itself when I ran out of night-night, and it wouldn't let me use the sticky stuff in the launcher. But in this scene, it doesn't actually do that. Just show them to me. What are you asking for, Leon? I don't know what you mean. If I go to my record... Oh, not here. My bag? Do you mean seeing these people? You just want to see the names? I guess you can see them up close like that. And Moe and Tsukasa, they're gone. They're no longer my partners anymore. They ditched me. Oh, you want to see the pictures. I see. But you played this game before, right, Leon? This game. Okay, stop that. These are terrible noises. Okay, let's see what happens. Have you... Oh, you haven't seen it before. You'll see them when they pop up in chat, Leon. All right. It's a trio of... Oh, these are women. The other ones were men, weren't they? It's a trio of women's corpses that have been turned into hives. The buzz of bees fills the air. I think we're about to die. The drug should easily be able to reach it. Actually, wait. I'm too close. We shouldn't breathe the stuff in. Okay, so... I can't use the sprayer? Oh, we already have the sprayer out. So I guess I did try, Tajay. We have the sprayer out, and I tried using the stinky liquid, but it doesn't work. Okay, well, what happens when I try night-night? Am I going to put myself night-night? Okay, he takes out the night-night, puts it in the sprayer. I take careful aim and spray the drug. I'm scared we're going to hurt ourselves. These movements get slower. Eventually, the hive falls completely silent. No, we're okay. Nice. I wonder why it gave me that warning. So you think this is the area we're looking for, Jimmy? Oh, wait, no, it's far north, and the starting area you can go, and then to the east. And Judge, you have to go? There's a kitty begging me to put to sleep by running around everywhere like a madman. Wants you to help him waste all his energy, right? You take care, Judge. Have fun with the kitty. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a good night. It said the big bottle was not compatible with the sprayer. My guess is that maybe we can use the big bottle to fill a small bottle and use it. Okay, I bet these things have something in their hands. It's a human corpse, white as wax. There's countless holes drilled in it, which the bees use to go in and out. The inside of the holes seem to have a spiral pattern. Must have been made intentionally. And then there's the thick liquid, which we've seen before. An indescribably horrible smell is coming from the thick liquid dripping for the holes. Nothing else really stands out. Oh, they don't have anything in their hand. Okay. So why the heck did I spray these bees? If I don't do something about the bees, I won't be able to get through here. I guess I have to spray this one too. My last bottle of night-night. We take careful aim, spray the drug. The bees' movements get slower. So there was 2 hives to take care of here, I guess. The human hive and this little one down here. Oh, there's a bottle of drugs hidden inside the beehive. The way they just call everything drugs. Not something more specific. It's just so funny. Got some good morning ×2. So if we want to wake up bees, we can use this. Is that coffee? I'm thinking it's coffee. Okay, all the bees are taken care of. I don't think I need to walk through here, though. Yeah, I can't do anything there. So in our inventory, Jumi, we got the baseball bat. We have 4 sets of notes, the sprayer, crowbar, handgun, bottle of honey, bottle of stinky liquid, the cottage key, which we already used, a dried up root. Oh yeah, something talked about combining this, but we don't know what to combine it with. It just was labeled ugly lady. A small paper is attached to it with a wire. It says, I think the last thing I need to do is combine those 2. So we don't know exactly what we need to do with this root yet. A tennis ball, large bottle of night-night, and 2 good mornings. Oh, there's a warning label on this. For punishing betrayers, pour it in and hit with a stick. If they wake, they're human. Can be used with the sprayer. The hell? If they wake, they're human? Is it just to test if they're alive or something? Kind of sounds like smelling salts a little bit, doesn't it? I always have that feeling in this game, Leon. I don't blame you. Okay, I think we're done here. I don't know if there's another way to go after the cottage. These are all the hives we got past before. Poor Relentless. I got that regardless. Doesn't matter if we're playing a game or not. Yeah, which way to go? We finished this one. And Jumi, you were saying it's far north from the area you start, and then you go east. So we want to go up into the east. Maybe it was this way? This is east. Yeah, there's this thicket again. Is this the same one we passed through before? I think it was. Oh, good. We can do it anytime we want now. Relentless. It's just called anxiety. Can't help it. Oh, there's something here. The Kujou statue is damaged from being exposed to the elements for so long. I can't do anything with that. Okay, to kind of know where I'm at then, Jimmy, I'll probably have to go find the entrance again. Which I think is just to the south. And then east. Oh, I think this way, north again, or I guess further east. Okay, so I think it's just south of us. And a Kujou statue is the statue of a guardian deity. Oh, interesting. I remember when I was in Japan, I saw a lot of these like good luck statues of like that waving cat kind of thing. It was just everywhere. Okay, here's the north side. I think I've taken care of everything here. I love to hear that kind of stuff, Relentless. Thank you for sharing. And it's a guardian of travelers. We need that. 100%. Okay, so here's the entrance. So I think actually that area I was, Jimmy, was where I need to go. So we're going north from the entrance. Straight north. There's no east, though. I only go west. This is as far north that we can go from the entrance. Oh, did I miss this? This is the end of the path of meetings. This might be the area past the meeting place mentioned in the note. I totally missed this thing. We push through the undergrowth and find a beast trail leading to the east. I totally missed that. Thank you, Jimmy. A hidden trail? Why would something like that be? We better be careful. Yeah, I know. Then... Good, we kept her. Smart, Jimmy. The ghost of a man stands blocking our path, silently staring. This one's a dude. The figure's glaring harshly at me, but only me. Let's ask our partner again. Me? I can't do that. But when she faces the figure and offers up a prayer, the figure vanishes. Excellent. And apparently Kujou also protects firefighters and saves the souls of those suffering in the afterlife. Oh, how neat. That's super cool. Oh, thank goodness. I guess the ghost was glad to see a woman. Giggity. Looks like my prayer got through to them. Prayers come in handy sometimes, huh? Let's keep going. Okay, I think we're in the new place already. Yeah. Oh, something in the weeds over here. It's a withered plant. Looks like the flower was blooming. The leaves are distinctly pointed. Let's try to grab it. I picked up the plant to inspect it, but nothing seems out of the ordinary about it. The root is still firmly lodged in the soil. Pulling on it does nothing. I wonder if there's something we can combine with it. Stinky liquid? Nope, not that. I feel like we need to do something to it. How about some good morning? Nope. Put dried root. Combine it on the plant. Nope. Sorry, try stinky liquid. And the only other thing we really have is honey. Nope, not honey. Yeah, I think that's it. Unless we can crowbar it out. Oh, yes. I guess because we couldn't pull it, we can use a broken crowbar. We thrust it into the dirt by the plant's base. The dirt is softer than I expected. The pointed end easily breaks it up. Finally, I get to the root. It looks like a small carrot. Got a plant root. Nice. Maybe we combine that with the other root, huh? Huh? What are you going to do with that? Hell if I know. We're in an adventure game. We have to be a kleptomaniac. That's what you do. I think that's it, except for the beehive. It's a beehive. Doesn't look like it's being used anymore. There aren't any bees. So we should be able to open it safely. I carefully open it up. Inside is a folded scrap of paper and something that looks like incense. Suicide note and mosquito repelling incense. Have you guys ever used any kind of mosquito repelling stuff when you're outside? What have you used? Has it been effective? The only thing I've ever really used is that like spray you put on your skin. I hate that stuff. Let's check our bag. What is a suicide note? A suicide note found inside an unused beehive. Like the teachings, apple honey managed to swallow it. Wait for me, everyone. I'll be there soon. Easy. Like the teachings, apply honey managed to swallow it. I don't know what the deal with that is. And bug repelling incense. A stick of mosquito repelling incense that can be hung from the hip. Too bad it's only one stick left. Why would you want to light something on fire, as you do with incense, I'm assuming, and hang it from your hip? It just sounds like an accident waiting to happen. I think that's it. This game doesn't have any kind of combine functionality in your menu. If you ever have to combine things, it's like on the item you're using them. You don't actually do it beforehand. At least from what I can tell. Okay, we should probably save it. There we go. I think we're done there. Wait, this is a dead end. What happened? Oh, that's right. This is the special one, right? And cherish that plant root. We traveled long to find it. Yes, we did, 100%. I've wasted a lot of time wandering the forest for it. But what do I do with it? I guess we need to try to go to some of those other places we are being blocked by bees. This is one of them. But I don't even get a chance to do anything. You just get attacked by bees like immediately. So maybe you have to do something sooner before you do that. Like, I don't know if I can use anything in my bag. I was going to say like that incense. They say you put it on your hip. Bug repelling incense. If I could use this, then I might be able to walk through there. And Leon, incense means to both make angry and a stick that burns slowly and emits a strong smell. If your new college roommate burns incense in your tiny dorm room, you might get incensed and stormed out. How can a word that means a substance that is burned for its sweet odor come to mean make very angry? That is very interesting. I mean, the English language, we got so many weird words like that, right? And wait, see, I want to see if I can just use it. Nope. Can't click on it there. I suppose we'll try to get out of here maybe and swap our partner. Is that what you were saying, Jumi? You think it's time? Probably time to get a new partner. Not that way. Been there before. I wonder what word in the English language has more meanings than any other. Because I've definitely seen some words that have had like 3 completely separate meanings, but the word is spelled and said exactly the same. Which, man, if you're just trying to learn the English language, that just makes it so much more difficult. Oops, wrong way. I'm going to press down here. There we go. So we're going to swap out our partner and get the detective. Yeah, I like him a lot more. And back to the forest. Oh, there it is, Leon. The word with the most meanings in English is the verb set, with 430 senses listed in the second edition of the Oxford English Dictionary, published in '89. The word commands the longest entry in the dictionary at 60,000 words or 32,600 characters. Oh my gosh. Now, I'm trying to think of how many I could think of. Definitely not 430 ways. But like, oh, excuse me. You can have a set, maybe I didn't sleep good last night. You can have a set like you set something down. You can have a set like a collection of things. What else is there? Struggling to think of any other ones off the top of my head. Okay, so to kind of get to where we were stuck, I think we need to go up. Oh, yes, like a set in tennis, a movie set. That's a good one. Movie set being like a filming location where everything is set up, I guess. I guess it could be, and when you say a set in tennis, that's like a round or something, right? Then you can have like a golf set, which I guess it's the same as like a collection of things, but. Oh, and this place will still chase us off with bees. Can't go that way yet. What if we go north here? Oh yeah, to set in motion. That's like to get things started, I guess. Okay, we got past the beehives. I wonder, is there an item I'm supposed to use on these? We already checked them for any objects. We didn't find anything. What do we have for tools that might help us? What if we were supposed to put the roots in there and combine them? I don't think so, but... Nope, that's not it. Set something on fire? Yeah. North. I'm going to go south this time. Once we get here. I think we came from the south, though. We're in these dead ends right here. Okay. I remember that. Go north. North to south. It gets so confusing trying to keep those straight. Let's go right. Is that again? Wait, are there two entrances like that? I think there's two different directions you can go where you get blocked like that. Interesting. I don't really know what I'm missing, guys. May need to peek in the boxes again. Some are finicky with order operations. Boxes like the bee boxes? Okay. Oops. Press left. Meant to go north. Now I press left to go north. Most of the boxes are kind of at the very, very top of this map. Maybe I never opened these after I calmed them down. I opened the beehive. There's a bottle of drugs among the swarm. Hey, we got a large bottle of sweet dreams. Sweet. Has a warning label on it. Do not mix, dangerous. Mixing sweet dreams and night-night is extremely dangerous for family. Cannot be used with spray. I wonder what that means. Dangerous. Is that going to help us? Uh-oh. Running out of time. The mark is dyed a deep crimson. A few minutes left until death closes in. Crap, we gotta figure out this real quick. The mark scorches me again. Looks like we're out of time. I brace myself, then glance over at Mashita. He still looks high as a kite. I love it. Mashita, I'm counting on you. Sorry, this is gonna hurt. What are we gonna do? I slapped Mashita's face? The hell was that? That did the trick. Nice hit. That clear your head a little? He's coming. We have to go. We'll do everything we can, but you have to do as I say. Right, you can count on me. Okay, I proceed to lead Mashita into the darkness. Real quick, I'm like super cold on this side of the house. I have a new mesh chair. You guys can't see it, if you know the green screen I put on it, but it's very breathable. But it's also not warming me at all like the leather chair did, so I'm actually going to turn the heat on in the house a little bit. Give me 1 second. Said that it was 70 degrees on the side of the house. Sure as heck didn't feel like it. 70 degrees is usually pretty comfortable. Fahrenheit, of course, not source of the sun in centigrade. Okay, we proceed to leave him in the darkness. Drifting on the wind from somewhere is the meltingly sweet fragrance of honey. Oh, good call, Jumi. That is a great emote. I love that. New info was added to the spirit file facing Shimio. We should actually review all those before we go any further. Oh, crap. Oh, God! It's coming right for me! It's too late. It's here. I don't think I can save. Something flies at us in the dark. That is so creepy looking. I don't like it moving. A sharp pain pierces the arm I used to cover my face. I think I got stung by a bee. Oh gosh, it's moving close, quick. The bees swarm around Shimio as he draws closer. I won't survive being attacked again. Not the bees! Oh man. Oh wait, I can still look at our information, can't I? I want to look at Shimio's spirit file. Okay. The forest is shrouded by strange events, suicides, and body dumping and the like. It scared off the casual visitor. Only the occasional test of courage brings a foolish kid inside, like me. The paths are shaded at all hours, with thick trees, so it's easy to become lost. Among the rumors swirling around this forest is one of a bizarre man. Known as the Spotted Man, Shimio, he's covered in dark splotches and asks all he meets if they like bees. If they say yes, he attacks them while laughing maniacally. He sounds like your standard crazy, but I guess he's the next spirit we'll face. At any rate, we'll have to head to the forest to investigate. As we walk past a grave marker, an agitated man named Masao Kimura appears. Once we get him calmed, I don't think this is all relevant. Let me skip through a little bit. Let's see. Okay, here's a quote from a ghost that says, "Manipulators will themselves be manipulated." Not sure what that means yet. Okay. Just looking for some kind of quote or hint as I scan all this. And then we got attacked by the car. I remember that. Okay, this one is one that says, "Control those that are different and exercise them." Control those that are different and exercise them. That makes me think control the bees? Maybe we need to put them to sleep and exercise them. I'm not sure about that portion. So that's another clue, I think. And then, oh, we should look at all those clues about the honeybee family, huh? It's basically a cult obsessed with these bees. And I think this guy was the cult leader or one of the cult people. I think, oh, here we go. And then it also says daze the swarm, then you'll be safe. We already knew that portion. Yeah, control those that are different. Daze the swarm. Okay, so this is talking about facing Shimio. Here we go. He's basically a zombie. So how to weaken him? A normal attack with a bat or gun would be useless. What I wouldn't give for some kind of occult gear that can raise the dead. How to annihilate the spirit. Burn him with fire? Maybe something more cowardly like poison? Regardless, I need to consider everything carefully in order to survive. Okay, that was all of that. I also want to look at these family notes. So this one says, make hive new body, smear honey all over, ferment honey, get stinky liquid, drawn by smell, honeybee enter hive. So the only thing I could think of that would be useful is those roots. It said something about combining roots would be bad for the family. Maybe it'll take them out. Family notes 2. Honeybees are friends. Make them friendly with medicine from the sprayer. If they get mad, pay attention to the direction the hive is facing. Awakened honeybees leave the hive in the direction of the sun. And then there's a honeybee family draft. I don't know where this goes in the order of things. It says, with the family fun, play cat liquid, go on, sticky, bees gather, over and over, game interrupted. That one's tough to understand. And then family notes 3. Something is a holy journal, performed in a quiet place. In the place past the meeting place, a clue on how to get to paradise. Eastern thicket often. And number 4. Family won't die if they're dreaming when their betrayer comes. Wake them up and hit them. Do it until they calm down. Be careful, everyone. When they wake up, family is only human. So that makes me think maybe that's the clue. He is actually like this weird zombie thing right now that's not human, but if we can wake him up with that wake up stuff in the sprayer, maybe we can take care of this. So I have like 2 ideas. We have these plant roots, and this one, what did it say? I thought there was a note we found about the plant root. Dried root. Okay. It was in a box, and it had the label Ugly Lady. And it says, I think this is the last thing I need to do to combine those 2. Well, we don't know exactly what that's going to do. So maybe combining the roots, or maybe using Good Morning to wake them up. Crap, what am I using? Luckily, I have infinite time to figure this out. Bug repelling incense. Maybe we should use that first. Maybe that'll get rid of the bees. I actually can't use the Good Morning. Maybe I just can't use it yet. So if I use the bug incense, what else should I try using? Honey? Stinky liquid? Tennis ball? Not too many options. Okay, let's try this. We can actually shoot it once we get rid of the bees. Maybe we tried shooting it before, nothing happened. Let's try stinky liquid, I guess. Okay, I light the bug repelling incense on fire. It wasn't effective. Fantastic. Smoke rises from the insect repellent. It reaches the swarm of bees, but it doesn't seem to have any effect. Mashita scatters the sticky liquid. It wasn't effective. Oh no! Katia was injured. Katia collapses. Mashita was injured. Mashita collapses. The bees become agitated and swarm. It might be because of the liquid everywhere. If I put that smelly liquid to good use, I might be able to guide the bees over there. My vision darkens. Too late! I can see the spirit slowly drawing closer. Oh no. That's so gross. There comes the drill. Oh, that's 3. Or 4. Unfortunately, I could not save it right beforehand, but luckily they give you that kind of continue spot, which is nice. I know, right, Relentless? This is going great. I love the animations that they do here. Yes, at the very least it said I can use the stinky stuff to lure them somewhere else, but I don't know how that works because I tried to use it and it just said it was ineffective. And we get attacked immediately. Alright. If I could use the stinky liquid on the tennis ball, maybe then it would lure them somewhere else potentially? I'm not sure. Yeah, you weren't lying, Leon. This thing's creepy as hell. Or the baseball. I guess you could put on the baseball or the tennis ball. I would think the tennis ball. So do I use tennis ball and then stinky liquid? Oh, it's a combo. I forgot about that. If you have 2 items that can be combined together, you get combo right there. Nice. Okay, let's try that. I pour stinky liquid over the tennis ball and throw it. Shimio incites the bees. The bees rush at the ball. They must be reacting to the smell of the liquid on it. The bees swarm the ball. They look like a dense black cloud. Crap. We have one more stinky liquid. Baseball, I guess? It's another combo attack. Let's get rid of more of those bees. They're not all gone yet. I pour stinky liquid over the baseball and throw it. Shimio incites the bees. Really, this is defending ourselves more than anything. The bee cloud rushes at the ball again. I guess the second ball was effective too. Oh god! That phase. Okay, my idea was this good morning spray. You want to wake it up because they talked about that turning them human. That's what I'm thinking we need to do. Or can I use a whole bottle of, let's see, Sweet Dreams? That's different than Night Night. They sound kind of the same though, I'm not sure. Okay, let's try Good Morning and maybe, or Dry Root Plant Root. Let's see, is that a combo? It is not a combo. So no, I don't want to do that. Back. Yeah, I think Good Morning. This is the last thing that we got. This large bottle of Sweet Dreams. Let's try to turn it human and then knock him out, maybe. Let's give it a shot. I don't think this is gonna work. We spray Good Morning. It wasn't effective. Great. He pauses for a moment, bewildered, but starts up his attack again. We scatter the bottle's contents. This is the Sweet Dreams. It also wasn't effective. He pauses for a moment, starts attacking again immediately. Oh, he waves the drill in his hands. Mashito was injured. I was injured. Ow, I'm dead. Dang, we got so close. We got so close. Oh, it's gruesome. I'm glad we did the death counter for this game. Okay, let's try that again. At least we know how to get past the beginning pretty quickly. And I love being able to, like, skip past all the text. That's so handy. It's almost like a fast forward option. Okay, baseball. Stinky liquid. And then tennis ball. Stinky liquid. Yes. There we go. Okay, this is where we got stuck before. We could crowbar him in the face. Can't shoot. I wonder why we can't have him shoot them, I guess. How about morning and then trying to shoot? I don't think the morning was useful at all. It said it was ineffective. We couldn't do the bottle of sweet dreams. We could try the large bottle of night night. You know what? I think I want to try the roots. Let's see. The morning is a good choice. Really, Jimmy? I tried it and it just told me it was ineffective, which confused me. That made me think don't even bother trying it again. But if it did, because my idea was let's not murder him, let's turn him human and then put him to sleep. But the good morning did not turn him human at all, though. Oh, the morning made him dazed for a moment? Oh, I thought he was just confused. Okay. So we do want good morning. Then let's try... I can't... Oh, now handgun is open. I could have sworn that was not open before. Let's try shooting him then. Yeah. It's a combo attack. Nice. Okay, so spray, shoot. Fingers crossed. That made a good noise. I've sprayed Shimio with the drug and shoot him with the handgun. He's wounded. Oh, he's backing up. Good job, Leon. Nice. A cut opens up on his giant body, and a bittersweet smelling liquid pours out. Alright, let's do his voice.
Ow, I am not a traitor.
Shimio bends over backwards, moaning. Liquid sprays from the holes in his body. Shimio falters. Do that again. It was super effective. Good morning. Handgun. Got a couple more shots. He's wounded. Shimio writhes in pain, his body jiggling.
No, I don't want to wake up.
Shimio hollers in pain as the bullets hit, but it doesn't seem to be enough to beat him. He's weakened. Okay, once they're weakened, then you want to use like a personal item to like finish him off, I think. Shimio is clearly weak. Now's the time to finish him off. It might be the roots now. Let's see, he's no traitor. Send him to paradise. Oh, that was combining something with the honey? Because, like, I mean, the cult all killed themselves, sent themselves to paradise. Forget which root it was. And my guess is maybe it's the honey and the dry root? Or the two different roots? You think the honey and the plants? Okay, let's try honey. Let's see if we get a combo attack. And the plant root. It does say combo. And the dry one is always bad in my games. Okay, let's try the plant one that we just got. Fingers crossed. I like that sound. I pour honey on the plant root and throw it in Shimio's mouth. He initially tries to expel it, but seems to realize something and gulps it down quickly. He happily stuffs his cheek with the honey-coated root.
Now I can finally see my family.
Dude, these things are so creepy. He collapses flat on the ground, the deadly poison having invaded his whole body. His face is frozen in a peaceful smile, like a kid who'd just eaten a delicious meal. The bees continue to hover around, but still Shimio. I think we did it. Good job, guys. I don't sense Shimio anymore. Took long enough. Mashita is back to normal. Once he gets sassy, you know he's doing okay again. His mark appears to have vanished. Mine is still there. Our game's not going to be over that quickly. Still branded red on my arm. Then Shimio wasn't the one who gave it to me. But I kind of figured that'd be the case, of course. From what I can tell, when mark bearers confront the spirit that cursed them, they suffer extreme memory loss. That's why Mashita was acting strangely. I myself didn't have any problems, so Shimio wasn't the right spirit. So that's going to be interesting when we are actually taking out the, I guess, final boss, our spirit that's cursed us. We're going to have all kinds of memory problems as we're trying to deal with it. Something is lying on the path. It's a small notebook. At least we got that, Relentless. Every time we take out another spirit, I feel like we buy ourselves more time. The cover's wet, and the light of the flashlight makes it glitter. It could be honey. Did this belong to Shimio? Where did he hide this? Okay, now I really don't feel like touching it. Let's see, a baseball bat bean? That one kid that we met earlier, he's the one I think that had the baseball bat. I think he's the only one that can use it. Kadia, something's on the ground. It seems like Mashita has absolutely no intention of picking it up. Us either. I give up and bend down to grab it. Yeah, what was your point? I didn't understand what you were saying, Leon. Oh, I see what you mean. Like, you look in your inventory and everything's just question marks. Your memory's gone. You're like, I don't even know what this is. That reminds me, have you guys played that game Toe Jam and Earl? It was this old Genesis game. They've had a couple new ones, but I loved that game. And in that game, it's kind of a roguelike where you collect items, but you don't know what they are until that you use them. So you get a present, and it just has question marks on it. But then when you use it, you find out, oh, it's like a spring or something to help you jump over things. The next time you get that same present, your character knows it's a spring. It was a really cool idea. I liked it. Okay, so it appears to be a diary. Save it for when we get back. We need to get out of here. Yeah, you're right. Seriously, Jumi, I haven't played very much of the new one. I tried it just a little bit with Andy, but I want to actually play through the whole game. I used to play through the original on Genesis so much. We carefully retrace our steps back to the entrance so we don't get lost. Actually, the Xbox one, back in like the early 2000s, that was actually a pretty good Toe Jam and Earl as well. Kind of a 3D version of Toe Jam and Earl. Like a remake of the original, essentially. Good, I don't have to figure my way out of here. Uh-oh. Without warning, the light dies. Hey, what are you doing? This isn't the time for jokes. It's not me. What's going on? I won't respond. Uh-oh. An icy cold shiver runs down my spine. We were not getting out that easily. I'm suddenly overwhelmingly afraid, like the dark forest is trying to absorb my body. If I could just get the light back on, if we just had it back, I'd feel so much better. I hit the switch repeatedly, silently praying. There we go. Just a malfunction? Once we get back to the mansion, we better replace the batteries. Let's get a move on. We'll be in trouble if it goes out again. We hurry all the way out and get in the car. Yo, you're back. Yeah, you did it. My mark's totally gone. But... Uh-oh. My mark is still there. Oh, she didn't get it from him. What does this mean? Christy is hysterical, clutching her head. What the? We're in water over our head when it comes to spirits. Let's check in with Mary. I like Mary's theme song in this mansion. It's just kind of cool, creepy, mellow piano music. I dig it. It's not quite like a Resident Evil save room chill music. It's a little sad, little morose, I guess. Welcome back, Lord Cadia. It appears that you overcame your fear and cleared away the grudge. It is unfortunate that Shimio was not the one who bestowed your mark. Good news is at least that Lord Shah and Lord Mashita's marks vanished. I want to ask you guys, do you like it as I'm playing the game to like try to differentiate the voices as much as I can? Obviously, I'm not a proper voice actor, so I'm sure some of them are terrible, but do you like me doing different voices for each character as well as I can, or would it be better just for me to use my standard voice for all the voices, which makes it easier to read, of course, but it might be tougher if you're listening to distinguish knowing who's saying what. I'm curious what your guys' thoughts on it were. A question. I get why my mark didn't go, but why hasn't Christie's? I thought she got it from Shimio. The hypothesis is then incorrect. What I mean to say is, another spirit must have given her her mark. I don't want to believe it. But it's true, Christy hadn't been in her right mind when we met. It's definitely possible that she hadn't realized she had it already. Lady Christy received her mark fairly recently. Her memory is currently unaffected. But if she were to come into contact with the spirit that cursed her, her amnesia may accelerate, so please exercise care. Her amnesia would get worse. That would explain Mashita's strange behavior before we caught Shimio. Hey, old man. It's been bugging the hell out of me. But man, your hands are gross. This kid's an asshole. Why would insult a man's hands? Of course they are. I did spend a whole day walking over a mountain. What did you expect? A mountain? We were in the forest. Okay, yeah, but you really reek too. Did you touch something gross? Actually, yeah, that stinky liquid. I think he's talking about the honey on your hands from picking up the notebook. Oh, that's right. We never did look at it. I never did read that honey-covered notebook, did I? I take it out of my bag and open up the sticky pages. You better hope that stickiness is honey. Inside it talks about Honeybee Family, what they did, and their ideologies. I can't tell if Shimio wrote this or someone else, but incoherent writing spells out their fanatical thinking and hatred for society. It's fascinating as abnormal psychology, but doesn't bear relevance to our current problem. Right in. I don't think I would ever try to do that. Why would you do it? I haven't had a hot dog in years. I can't remember last time. Well, no. I might have had it in the last couple years, like at a barbecue at a friend's house or something, but I never have them at home. I never go out of my way to purchase hot dogs. Although a good hot dog grilled up can be fantastic. I just don't really go for them too much. I've had friends, though, that do exactly that. The speed they eat hot dogs is terrifying. Like, did you even taste it? Oh yeah, we never got through this place, did we? The author seems extremely pious. Multiple pages wax on about H Shrine. They seriously believed we'd face divine wrath if we fell to ruin, or if the shrine fell to ruin. All of the suicides in the forest, the numerous horrifying incidents. According to the author, they're all because of the divine wrath of H Shrine. H Shrine, divine wrath. Strange. That part sticks out to me. Oh no, what, you literally just swallowed it. You didn't get any bites or anything in? Yeah, you choke on that, dude. Be careful. After I finish skimming through, I tell the other bears what it says. Enough of that crap. Divine wrath, curses, it's too much. Oh, maybe have something to drink. Maybe that would help it pass through your system. It's going to be painful going out, too. Guess I can't write it off then. It's no more ridiculous than the idea that the spirits really exist. We're dealing with the supernatural, so just about anything's fair game. Divine wrath. If that's true, then... It is almost dawn. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. I am sure you are all tired from walking on the mountain. What are you talking about, mountain? I guess could be the forest on the mountain, but it seemed pretty flat to me. Inhale all the hot dog into your lungs like oxygen. Oh, that's going to be terrible. That would be so terrible. It depends on the hot dog, though. You got like those little Oscar Mayer hot dogs that are pretty small. And then you can get those giant, I don't remember the brand name for them, but there's some big hot dogs that, yeah, you could not swallow that just without chewing. That would kill you. I haven't been this wiped out since I last was at the baseball club. Sorry, but I gotta go crash. Is Frank's the brand name? It's been so long. Yeah, like the ball puffer. Yeah, those like those massive ones you can get. That also tastes a lot better, in my opinion. Too much has happened today. I need a break from it all. I'll think about the future more once I've gotten some rest. Well, good night. What have you been doing? You've just been hanging out here. I know she did come with us for a bit. The other kid, though, that was tired, he didn't do anything. Hey, Kadia. I've decided to leave tomorrow, too. Interesting. Changed your mind? Have you got your curse gone and you don't want to find out more? Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, I'm satisfied. That big string of missing persons case the force couldn't solve, I figured out what was behind it. And I've basically closed the honeybee family case I've chased for years. The truth you're seeking can be found out here, huh? Mary's something else, isn't she? I can finally visit someone's grave. His expression's still the same, but it feels like he's more at peace. He accomplished what he set out to do. Hey, Kadia. This whole thing is too dangerous. I'm reckless, but that doesn't mean I don't care if I live or die. Sticking my neck out for you in the past this point is just too risky. Sorry. A tremor runs through his clenched fist. If you manage to escape your death, I'll buy you a drink sometime. See ya. Poor Raiden. And what is the multiple of a multiple missing person poster? Is this like a joke? Missing people poster. I like that. There you go, Crumb. Thinking like that, yeah. He also, I don't know if they do it anymore. They used to put missing person things on milk cartons. I don't know if that's still a thing anymore. Now, Lord Kadia, please inform me once you are ready to rest. Good night. Got some new info to the truth behind Shimio. But yeah, everyone's pretty much abandoned us or gone to bed. I think we're ready to go to sleep too. We could save it first though. Just in case. And you know what? It's 3:45. This is probably a good stopping point, because if we continue on a little bit past this point, then when we start the next stream, We'll have to kind of refresh all of the stuff we've just learned about the new day, the new case. Starting a brand new day at the start of the stream would probably be the easiest to ease ourselves into the stream for the day. So I did just save it. I'm going to do that one more time just to be sure. And we'll just start here next time. Going to bed and starting a brand new day. I think that'll be perfect. But still, Jumi, such a cool game. So creepy. And God, those hole drilled people, really dark. I dig it. That's good stuff. I'm scared what the next spirit's going to be. Oh, never mind. I don't think I could exit right there. Oh, I think I had to go to our bag to exit, right? It's nearly dawn. I better get some rest. Use talk to continue to the next chapter. Okay, there we go. So I want to go to bag, end. There we go. That's how you exit. Some of these games have such interesting menus. It's hard to even leave.